Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Philly by Night, and this time we are in West Philadelphia, born and raised. I can't not say it. And with the Camarilla, and we have an amazing coterie put together for everybody. At least one of us is making their debut playing an actual play VtM game. And I just realized now that you all couldn't see Steve when he was talking to you because he can't see the screen. I just realized that behind the scenes. So hello, everybody. My name is Erin. I'm going to be your storyteller today. We've got a interesting one-shot put together for everybody. But before we get into it, I want to introduce everybody. So tell me who you are, who you're playing, where we can find you online, and anything else that you want to share. And I will start with Juicy.
Hi, I'm Juicy Garland, the Boston area drag queen and super nerd. You can find me on the internet at Juicy Garland or at juicy.garland. You can also find me in All Our Faults, Monster Hearts 2 actual play podcast, and all over the internet. Just follow my socials. There's too much to talk about. I do too much. Just ask my partners. It's ridiculous. But I am very excited tonight to be playing, you might be surprised, a Nosferatu.
Amazing. And I'm gonna go clockwise over to Extel.
Oh, hello, that's me. I'm never ready. I know it's coming and I'm never ready for it. But hi, everybody.
Did you forget something, Juicy? Juicy did the like Eureka finger.
No, there's a phrasing joke to be made there. I know, I get it. Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm Extel. You can find me at Extra the King on all the socials, where I play TTRPGs all over the place. You can find me on Alternative Archives on every other Sunday where I play Jax. It's a great time. You can also find me on TikTok where I post a lot of vampire stuff. I'm playing John Blade.
Yeah.
La Sombra, dude.
I'm excited.
He's also the sheriff. It's gonna be a great time.
I've never had a La Sombra at the table, so I'm really, really excited to see how
Shadow powers.
Yeah. And we have Them Fatale. Hello.
Hello all. Them Fatale, and you can find me on all the social medias, potentially. I don't know. I don't do a lot of stream games except for the occasional ones I get invited in, but outside of that, I actually run therapeutic D&D groups. I will be playing Sai, my little Malky.
I love it. And last but certainly not least, we have Aetherius Bordeaux.
Thank you so much. Hi, my name is Aetherius Bordeaux. You can find me around the internet at Vampire Himbo. I am a content creator that focuses on mystery and detective content, like primarily, but also horror, the whole kind of milieu around like that genre. I'm super excited. This is like my big actual play debut, so I'm so pumped to be able to play like a game that I love so much, and I'm so thankful to each of you for being here with us to experience this with us. So thank you.
Yay! I'm so excited. This is like a table that I've always wanted to get together, and I'm just very happy that it's happening. And just a little warning, if anybody's new to Vampire the Masquerade, this game touches on some super dark and depressing themes, and there's going to be a lot of grappling with humanity, and that means, you know, we're going to toe the line of consent. This has been negotiated consensually among everybody, but these are just some things, you know, violence, gore, horror, the power of persuasion against especially unconsenting humans. It's a time. So yeah, just as a treat. So just a overall blanket content warning for anybody that was expecting this to be a lighthearted vampire game. It won't be. And that's about it. Are you all ready?
Bring on the spicy.
Oh boy.
Yes. Okay. So West Philadelphia is a little bit different than what you think of when you see, if you were to do like a Google image search. It's not going to have all those tall skyscrapers or anything that has like the power that comes with being a center city metropolis, but it's where the power lives. On the human side, you've got multi-million-dollar homes. You've got doctors and lawyers and people who control other people in terms of what they do to their bodies, what they do to their bank accounts. They all live in West Philadelphia, just on the hill below the urban suburbs of any other small city that you might come across. It's also where the Camarilla hold dominion. This is a place where the prince resides, a place where his sheriff resides, a place where the masquerade is upheld with the utmost scrutiny. Tradition is a huge belief and catalyst for moving forward night after night in the unlife. With that, speaking of sheriff, I want to start at a warehouse in West Philadelphia where we find John Blade. John, can you tell us how you are starting your night, what your nightly goings are on, and if you make a rouse check to see if the beast is a little hungrier tonight than usual.
Ooh, let's see. That's a failure. Ooh.
Yeah, tell me how your beast, how you grapple with getting hungrier at night.
He finds himself in a nightclub, I think, at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, you said a warehouse.
No, it's okay. No, please. Please, if that's where he lives, but if you, like, wherever we find you.
Yeah, he ventures out immediately to a nightclub pretty quickly. And just is there not really to do anything much, just kind of observing people. He likes to sometimes. And his beast always comes in this cacophony of like intense ruthlessness, to just telling him to just brutally drink from someone, and he grapples with it for a bit before coming back to his senses, reining in the beast. Visible on his face that he's dealing with something, but he deals with it.
As you kind of look over is this a Kindred nightclub, or is this a place where Kindred
It's a regular nightclub.
Yeah. So as you kind of like hang out and lurk over the goings on of the club, you see a couple that are sort of like flirting back and forth and holding hands and passing you, and the woman comes up to you and kind of like brushes your arm, and she says to her partner like, "Oh, we should take this one out back." And the other one was like, "I was thinking the same thing," and she sort of swoops around and like touches your other arm, and the first one says, "What's your name?"
Not interested.
Not interested. You know, I've heard that before, and he was a real snore, wasn't he? And her friend says, "Yeah, but we were able to convince him. We want to show you something. You want to come play with us?"
Why not?
And your beast is like, does your beast talk to you, or does it kind of communicate via feelings?
Talks. Tends to be in the voice of my annoying sire.
Oh, okay. So you're as you're walking behind them, one of them has your hands reluctantly on your part, as you are now known as not interested, and your core sort of like festers, and it feels like this poison that you can't quite seem to get out of your system. And it says, "Oh, you have two. It's so easy to just take them both. Nobody would know. Nobody's gonna miss them. Drain them. Drain them all."
What are the prince's rules on feeding?
The prince is pretty strict and follows the rules to a T so as to maintain control. That's not to say that he has like a tyrannical or like iron fist about it. He just believes that, you would know this working as his sheriff, he believes that the masquerade is more important than your need for a snack. But you take that, you know, there's gray area there to explore.
I'll follow them out to wherever they're leading me.
All right.
Because why not?
Yeah. They lead you out back. They seem to have found like a service entrance in the back alley. And the one starts to light up a cigarette, and the other one holds the lighter for her because she's struggling with it, so she lights it for her. And the one that's inhaling, she looks to you, and she's like, "You want one?"
Yeah, no. I take my smokes in other ways. It's fine.
Okay. And she's gonna inhale and try to like hotbox or like smoke into your mouth.
Shotgun.
Yeah, shotgun. Thank you.
I'll let it happen.
Yeah. So you've got one that's like on you, and the other one, you still don't know their names. They haven't told you. The other one is like behind her, so she's like touching her friend while her friend is like touching you. Your beast is really fucking excited because you, as an alley cat, couldn't have asked for a more ideal condition.
I am going to do this right away. I'm gonna activate Arms of Ahriman.
What is that?
This is an Oblivion power that here, I'll read the thingy. So you create shadowy tendrils from unlit spots within line of sight. They move along the ground because they are shadows, so they aren't like 3D or anything. But I can use them to perform bludgeoning or grappling attacks against distant targets every subsequent turn.
Okay.
It does take a rouse check to activate.
Okay, perfect.
So, pop in there. Oh, I succeed. Hello.
Hey. Okay.
You can find them in the Chicago by Night book, by the way, if you're looking for them.
Yeah, I was looking for it. What's it called again?
Arms of Ahriman.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Okay, so you are going to roll. Is it Wits in Oblivion?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I am the person that's behind the person I'm like making out with at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm trying to I gotta get in my character sheet. I'm specifically trying to just like knock him out.
Okay.
like choke him out with it.
Wait, the one behind her?
Yeah.
Okay. That is her girlfriend,
Because
by the way.
If I choked her out,
Yeah.
that's fair. Yeah.
Try to choke her out. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
This is like not a kill, just unconscious.
Okay.
So,
That's fine. You can do a called hit, yeah. I've never. This is the first time playing La Sombra. I'm so excited.
Isn't it a great time?
Oh, Aetherius, it did the
wild.
sound, by the way. Your sound's out.
Oh, sorry, I haven't muted. I was gonna say John like came out the gate hot. This is really
La Sombra, ruthless. Hello. That's 3 successes.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. So describe what your tendrils look like. Like what, as you embrace the shadows of the alley compared with like the void of being essentially a shell of a human as kindred. That is what we are. Describe what your tentacles look like as they wrap around and take the one in the back.
So they happen within unlit areas within line of sight. So I imagine I just use the shadows on the wall right next to us, and it sort of slides down the wall and snakes its way up her back and around her neck until she passes out.
Yeah, and you like are looking over the one girl's shoulders that or past her face that is shotgunning you, and you see the one behind her. Her eyes grow wide as this like smoky,
staring right into her eyes.
Yeah, and there is absolute fear and like instant regret as to what she had decided to do with a stranger. And the consciousness, as she slips into unconsciousness, sort of like her arms glide down her friend's back, and her friend notices and pulls away as the girl behind her collapses, and she starts to look and see what happened to her friend.
Bite.
Yeah, she exposes her neck, and how much hunger do you want to slake?
Just the one.
Okay, all right.
The one.
Perfect. So you're back at 1, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. And she sort of like relaxes into your arms and her neck goes limp as she kind of leans into the instant sort of obliviousness that comes over her. When she, as a Lasombra, because I'm not familiar, how do you mitigate the breaking the masquerade when you're done eating?
As I break away, and I just say, yeah, the nicotine is pretty good. This is how I like to smoke. I lick the wounds closed, of course, because you have to.
Mm-hmm.
And then I look at her and I go, you should really watch out. Your friend Tubble there, as I use forget cloud memory. Yeah.
Brilliant. And I also love how your camera happened to go blurry just a little as you said cloud memory. Awesome. Mm-hmm. She sort of stumbles back and she looks at her, like she trips a little bit over her friend. She's like, oh, get up. Oh my God, it's disgusting on the ground. And she starts to pull her friend up as the camera pans out. And we go over to see what's going on with Simone. Simone, would you make a rouse check? And it's just 1d10 to see what the beginning of your night is going to look like.
Well, it's said I succeeded on that one, so.
Okay. So as you wake up for the next night of your unlife, your beast is satiated for now. It's still there. You've got a roommate you didn't ask for, but you are able to sort of keep the peace. Tell me what the beginning of your night looks like.
Well, as I'm just waking up and kicking over the mess that is my little apartment, barely an apartment at this point. I mean, as I mentioned, I feel quite satiated, but you know, the voice of just like fame, fame, it just says hunger and hunger over, reminds me I at some point should tend to it, because it's never good for me to go without my meds, you know? Mm-hmm. So I will quickly just grab whatever clothes looks cleanest, but still somewhat nice from a distance. So I'll put on my suit and tie and decide that maybe I'll see what I can get up to in the city and maybe head over to a club, a warehouse, anything like that. I just feel like exploring and watching.
Okay. So. Do you, now this is me asking you them, do you want to show up at the club that John's at?
I kind of do. I would love to watch what just unfolded. So please, I just want to be lurking somewhere.
Yeah, for sure. Sure. So, you know, is Sai, would you say, a play by the rules when it comes to how you get into places kind of person?
I think consistently inconsistent. So sometimes I would, follow the rules if it's easy enough or if I'm in the mood. Other times I might feel a little bit adventurous and try and get into a little bit of trouble. But,
Sure. So
try to talk my way out of it.
So just to like rewind the clock a little bit, we see these two girls at the bar who are, kind of flirting with each other and hyping each other up. Like, no, you look gorgeous. No. You look so good. If he was here right now, he would be so jealous of you. You shouldn't even worry about it. And they go back and forth as like, very bi-curious girlies like to do. And they're like, hey, you want to like go hook up? And you're standing right next to them. And as you look and you see them walk past and they stop by John, you recognize John. You've worked together before. And you know that were talking about going out into the alley behind the club. So you've got a little bit of time to kind of make your way there and beat them to it.
Oh, in that case, I'm definitely going to have a big grin on my face because I know John's going to have some fun there potentially. So I'm going to go sneak away to the back and find a nice little viewing corner. I'm going full voyeuristic apparently because I'm not hungry, but I kind of like watching a little bit.
Yeah. Who
doesn't? I'll hide quietly in the shadows for a bit.
Sure. There's a little bit of like a fun kind of irony there, as you know that John as La Sombra is very in touch with shadows and embracing that sort of like that void space, and you're just standing there in the middle of a place that he calls home. It's a comfort place for him in lurking in the shadows. And it's sort of like you have like a little bit of an edge over it, and you hear eventually the echo of the door clatter against the brick wall, and you see two girls stumbling out and laughing as they light up a cigarette, and John reluctantly going along with it. And you can get as close as you'd like as you watch the events unfold.
Well, I just want to be close enough to eventually pop out and yell boo right after you're done feeding. And then hi.
Yeah, the two girls like finally like leave. They go back out. She's able to like kind of pick her friend up and carry her back into the club, and John is left alone.
He's not at all surprised by the boo. He's just kind of like, oh, hey. I pick up my handkerchief and just grab some leftover blood off of your cheek there and just go, they smell delicious. Did you have fun? As much as anyone could have. Nicotine and all that. I'm going to be feeling that for a little bit, I guess. So that's fine.
Fair. I personally miss the smell of like nicotine, but nowadays we can't smoke in the club, so. But oh well.
You can smoke it all?
Well, not anymore, but I do miss it. I just like the smell of it sometimes.
That's fair.
So what are we doing tonight? Just out of curiosity.
I was gonna people watch for a little bit and then do whatever I needed to do, but I guess that turned out this way. So I'm not sure. What are you doing here?
I don't know. I was hoping to find some excitement, but right now, I don't know. That was kind of cool for a second, but I've already forgotten what I was here for. So, should we bother the others? Like, I don't know. The night is very young, even though we aren't.
Fair. Okay, who do you want to hit up first? Alex. Jean-Pierre.
What do you know what they're up to?
Not at all.
Okay, how's about this? Why don't we just try and hunt down John and then grab Alex along the way. Let's get into some trouble. I'm bored. I haven't done anything in a while, and I finally have a little bit of energy today.
Not too much trouble, too much, and the prince may sick me on you.
Yes. Of course, within the rules. Wink. Yeah, I winked out loud.
All right, well, we'll take my car.
Sweet, I call shotgun. Unnecessary, but I wanted to anyways.
That's fair enough.
So we're gonna pull away from that car for a minute and go check out Alexander. What, after your rouse check, are you getting up to before you are scooped up?
Yes. So I need to check my social media posts, make sure that the scheduler was updated properly and that I released everything like I intended. And then I need to check on Garbage Boy on Twitter because I need to see if he sent me any messages.
He did send you a message.
Oh, what did he say?
LOL.
What does that mean? Looking at his messages. I'm gonna quote one of them in a DM, and then I'm gonna tell him I really liked it.
Okay. Yeah, so you do that, and about 5 minutes later, it gets a like. That's it from him.
I'm going to download all his new pictures, and then I'm going to put them into the special folder that I have on the side so that way no one can find them. And then I'm going to do my rouse check. I got a success.
Okay, good. So you are, as you're moving the pictures to your folder, and that's enough to keep you, keep the beast quelled. He seems to be distracted, as much as you are.
Good.
You receive a call. The phone rings, and you are describe where do you live?
Yeah, so I live in Center City in Philly, in like the top of a high rise, right in the square, so I have my little station where I run my social media posts and also my streaming. See, I'm a little famous. I run cat pajamas on Twitter and now Threads, and I do an aggregation of pictures of cats in pajamas, and I have since I woke up from my slumber in 2010, and it has made me a lot of money. And behind me through the door, like my room is filled with like LED lights and like my 3 computers, and it's like super contemporary, but you can see the Gilded Era Art Deco palace that is my high-rise apartment behind me.
Yeah, you get a call from, and the little button that is blinking says front desk.
And I hit the button that I have like next to my like deck. Yes.
Yes. Alexander.
Yes. Yeah, the whole thing.
Alexander. Dark Shadow.
Shadotower, Dark Master of the Fang. This is the 33rd time I have been counting.
Okay, so sorry. I'm gonna write that down. Shadotower, Dark Master of
the Fang.
The Fang. Yes. Okay. So sorry. I have Mrs. Pruitt downstairs below you. You know Mrs. Pruitt.
Yes.
She's been complaining again of the bumps and the thumps up on your floor. She hears it at all hours of the night, and she's just wondering if maybe you could.
I paid 7 figures to soundproof the floor.
Right. But that was back in 2010, before I just started in during the pandemic. So I don't know anything.
Has that been?
I mean, it feels like forever. 3 years. of the pandemic. I mean, it's been 2010's been like a while. That's like 14 years ago. I was still in high school.
Send her flowers with an apology.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to put the whole name on there? Because I think they might charge extra because of character count.
Of course.
Okay, I'll add it to your bill that you somehow don't pay. Okay, all right. I'll take care of it. I'll handle it. Dark Shadotower, Master of the Fang.
Is that it?
Well, also the sound, the music could be a little lower.
No, it cannot.
Yeah, of course.
I need her jazz.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. I'll just let her know with the. I'll tell her. I'll handle this. Don't worry. Thank you so much, Dark Shadotower, Master of the Fang.
Go away.
I'm on the phone. I'm downstairs. I'm already away.
Hang up.
Oh, yes, of course. And you hear the click.
I sent her a tip.
Okay. You receive a buzz shortly after, and in your diva video, like a door.
Course.
Yeah, of course. And you see Sai at the camera.
Oh. I hit another button. Hi.
Hello, and I kind of go close to the camera a little bit. What are you doing?
There's a pause, and then the private elevator dings.
Okay, but what are you doing?
The doors open. They're beautiful.
Okay, I'm just gonna go on in.
Just come up.
Cool. Okay, that was easy enough.
Yeah, I figured it'd be, yeah.
And you
Is this smooth jazz?
The elevator stops for a moment. This is a private elevator, but there was a recent addition, and it's still like it's an old elevator, so it used to go to every floor, that Alexander paid specifically to make it bypass all the floors to just be private. But somehow over the past couple months, years, it stops at one particular floor, and one particular person has access to this private elevator. Jean-Pierre, can you describe your character and what Sai and John see as you step on to the elevator? You're muted, buddy.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Jean-Pierre is very confident, has very good posture. You see a young man. He is African American. He's got a pretty average frame. He's a little thick in the thighs and the butt, but outside of that, he's got a pretty average appearance. In terms of him, his fashion is impeccable. Jean-Pierre is famously a fashion designer pre-Embrace, and so he gets where he can in terms of serving looks. Even though he does not have as many opportunities. So yeah, you see him walking up to you. Oh, and also his makeup is beads, better than the makeup I have on.
And you join the others on the elevator.
We were just about to go looking for you.
Yeah. I needed to go talk to Alex about something. What are you guys here for?
Just for the fuck of it, I guess.
I don't know. We've got immortality, so we've got lots of time. I'm bored. I don't know. You look like it should be fun-ish. By the way, you look gorgeous. Is that blood resistant?
Thank you. And yes, it is. if I could, would do an entire line and sell it with that as like kind of the leading feature, but it's the masquerade of it all. But yeah, if you ever want a garment like professionally made that is blood resistant, if you ever have something important to go to where you know you're going to eat and you want to stay tidy, let me know. I can definitely hook you up, girl.
Mm-hmm. Well, well, how do I look though? And mind you, I'm all this like the clothing doesn't fit me properly. I look like trash. So, you be honest.
You look so...
Oh no. Hold on one moment. No. Okay, sorry. It like went away. Everybody went away for a moment. You're all back though, I think. I'm so sorry. We heard you look
again.
so.
Jean-Pierre goes, you look so unique, and I love that for you. You have a very individualistic eye, and yeah, it's good. You look good.
Okay, I'll fix the weird mismatch button really quickly and be like, you know what? What I'm hearing is, keep up with the style. I got it. Okay, thank you. But I also want the blood resistant suit. We'll talk later.
Yeah, I'll hook you up.
John just reaches into his pocket and pulls out a Nokia flip phone and then hands it to Jean-Pierre.
Jean-Pierre, when John takes it out, kind of expectantly knows that he's going to be giving him the phone because Jean can't use any technology because technology hates Jean and everybody in his clan. Who am I calling? Am I calling Alex?
No. I just need you to put in a contact from me. It won't save for some reason.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to go through like the flip phone using the T9 to do what I need to do on this phone. And then I'm going to like clap it back shut and hand it to you.
Thank you.
Anytime.
One day I'll figure it out.
It must I say, it's very good to see you, Sheriff. I haven't seen you since our last adventure this group went on.
It's been a while. Yeah, I can't say I've enjoyed time away from everybody, but
well, luckily we're all together now, so whether we like it or not, we're rolling up to out of character. Rolling up to Alex's is so hilarious because one person he's annoyed by, so 3 is going to be super fun.
Why don't you roll your rouse check while the elevator doors open and you all are in Alexander's personal hallway.
All right, roll check. Okay, that's a success. And then really quickly, just one piece before going up the elevator, Jean-Pierre stepped out of Jean-Pierre lives in the same building as that's why he's could just go up into the private thing. This evening, after coming out of the like light sealed little pod thing that he has that his sire got from him, he goes to the front door of his nice little like condo space and he sees that there is an envelope that has been slipped under the door. So he kind of makes like a confused, interested face. He like bends down to pick it up. On the front of the envelope is the letter R, and it's a handwriting that seems very familiar to him, but he can't immediately place. He opens it up, takes out the paper inside, and there's a beautiful, beautiful illustration of a series of roses with one singular snake among them. He flips it over, sees nothing, and kind of worriedly puts this in his pocket. And he immediately now is going to Alex to talk to him about this when he meets up with Sai and John.
Perfect. You are all in the hallway of Alexander's home.
As soon as the doors open up, oblivion sight, my eyes turn black. Yeah.
Alexander will be standing there with arms crossed, tall, that white pale skin, the ears, no hair, horrible face, the fangs, in a long, comfortable black gown, form-fitted against their masculine frame, the wide neckline, just below the knee, a 1920s silhouette today.
Yes.
What do you want?
What?
Oh,
We
are you
can't.
not invisible?
We
Been
can't
a
just
while.
be by to say hi, Alex. Maybe we just wanted to check in on you.
What do you want?
Alex, are you still upset with me?
Yes, but what do you want? Come in. I have blood bags if you want them. I don't drink them. I only drink fresh.
I can. I'll wait. I'm not that hungry, but I appreciate the offer. Thank
Any
you for
blood
letting us in.
I eat on my way here.
John, there are no ghosts here that you can see. This city is very haunted, and with your Oblivion sight, you are always prepared for anything supernatural in the shadows. And this is pretty empty.
Just OOC, John is always like Nosferatu might be invisible. So, he's always like,
From
yeah.
experience. It
Yeah.
seems like you might have had an experience or two that is informed. Like a
You know,
by the way.
it's safe to assume there's always one everywhere, you know?
Yeah, Alexander will look at John. You're paranoid. I like that.
I'm the sheriff. I have to be. It's kind
Sigh.
of
He hits.
Why, hello, lovely. So, this is all like serendipitous that we have found each other. What do you want to do tonight? Because, kind of want to try something different. I want to help out with that.
Wait, you wanted to just come and say hi? Really, that's it?
I didn't. I have a reason for. I did want to say hi, but I also have a reason.
Yeah, no, I know you. It's you. No, the other two.
Yeah, Sai just kind of dragged me. Yeah. I guess not really because I drove them over here, but still.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, we just didn't have anywhere to go, so we're just like, oh, let's stop by here. And then, now that I think of it, it does sound weird that we just came to say hi when I could have called you, but
and
I
at
could
that
have.
we're
point,
here. We're here.
Alexander will instantly warm a little bit, which is kind of uncomfortable and strange. Come, please, come in. And he'll go to the kitchen and grab blood bags and like warm them like quickly and then bring them out. Here, if anyone's hungry, here, go. Any blood type you want, please. On me. There's like a silver cart.
Did you say on you? So I just kind of like start to pour it a little bit on your wrist. This is cool.
You know, that makes sense actually when you think about that phrase out of context.
Do that. Anyways, no, hi.
So it is great to see you, and I do love this band reunion. I love that the queer Avengers are back together. It feels right. It feels natural. However, I do have a little bit of a pressing means that I would like to get to if we just like have like 10 seconds.
What? Fine. What?
Okay, Alex, I got this letter. He's gonna pull the letter out of the back pocket of his like very fashionable jeans. He opens it and he's holding both the illustration and the envelope with the letter R. So someone snuck this into my apartment. And I'm wondering, I know that you have like hacked the CCTVs here before. I'm wondering if you could take a look for me and see if we can get any information about whoever left me this piece of mail.
Oh,
It's completely innocuous, by the way, but also worrying for a reason that I'll explain if the necessity pops up.
yeah. Sure. Could I do some sort of check to use my elite hacking skills?
Yeah. Why don't you roll wits plus... Oh my gosh, I cannot read. Wits plus...
Oh, no, not science. Investigation?
Yeah, use investigation.
Okay. Oh my god, there are so many submit buttons. There we go. I got two successes because it was a crit. Haha.
Beautiful. Yeah, I was gonna say a 2. It's gonna be a 2 success. So Jean-Pierre. Oh wait, somebody has the stream up, so mute your stream. because it's echoing.
So sorry. I just like for 10 seconds my ADHD just like punched me and took the driver's seat, and I'm back. I'm here. I'm with it.
No, you're good. It's fine that you have the stream up. Just mute it if you do, because then it shows up. It comes up on the microphone. No, you're fine. No, so what can you, out of character, Aetherius, what can you tell Alexander's character about the letter with a success?
Okay. Alexander wants information, is asking, or what information would he find on the security cameras?
What information would he find on the security cameras with, like, I'm letting you lead what is divulged with the minimum number of successes.
Okay. So you see someone that is very well dressed, someone that you have enough visual information to identify is likely a minister or a member of the ministry clan. And really from the vantage point of the CCTV, you can see enough of this person to like recognize them. But that's all the information that you have. It's like one of those things where you're like, you've seen the face before, but you may not be able to place it.
Okay. Could I maybe try to do an advanced like image search of the face to see if I could find that face elsewhere to identify who it is?
Yeah. I'm gonna say for that one, it's gonna be intelligence and technology.
Okay, that is. I'm happy to do that. I couldn't possibly have a better roll, so let's see how it goes.
You're gonna need 3 successes for this.
All right. Well, I got 4 because.
Yay!
Beautiful.
Wait. Yeah. Sorry, my contacts are getting dry. Yeah, that's 4.
What additional information can we give Aetherius?
This is somebody who you would pull is actually like a seemingly ranking member within the ministry. So this isn't a grunt that was sent to do this. You're able to pull that the person is a very old kindred. They seem to be of at least 10th generation or older, or I'll say 11th generation or older. And I'll say those 2 things. You know that they are somebody who is within a leadership position within the Phillies ministry. This is somebody that has been involved with a few different things like this. I think that you would find maybe like a record for them when they were still kind, where there were like similar things on their record, like breaking and entering in a number of different things. So that's what you would learn.
Well, it's someone high ranking in the ministry, as far as I can tell.
Okay. You see Aetherius like have a moment of like white hot panic, the kind of like where it's like physical. You feel like this instant moment of heat, kind of like all over your body. And then you instantly see him. Well, I would say instantly. The facade breaks for a moment, but then you see him kind of like recompose himself, and he wants to go on with the conversation without having highlighted that he would be upset or angry or scared or any of those emotions about being stalked or getting cryptic messages from the ministry.
Can I see the letter real quick there?
Sure. I'll hand it to Sai.
Oh, by the way, it's okay to be scared sometimes. Just hinting that I did kind of notice it because I can a little loss of composure. So my guess, I don't want to roll for it, so I'm going to say, like, is this could be either a love letter or a threat. Which one are you hoping for?
Hoping for a love letter, definitely. Worried about threat. I hadn't even weighed the love letter. I don't know. To me, this feels incredibly personal. And with the out of character, with the R being on the front of the envelope, I think Jean-Pierre would be very, very nervous about that because it would expose a secret of his. I don't know. My guts tell me that this is a threat. And you don't see typically Jean-Pierre prone to fits of like paranoia like this, but he is untethered or unmoored in a way that is kind of unprecedented in this group of people.
You let me know if this is fine or not, but John will come up and put a hand on your shoulder. He won't say anything, just a hand. A reassuring hand.
Yeah, that's more than fine. Jean-Pierre appreciates it.
You, John, your phone goes off, and you recognize there is only one number that comes up unlisted that ever calls you, and you know that that is the prince.
Excuse me, everybody. I have to take this at work. A pickup. Hello?
Sheriff Blade. Good evening.
Good evening, Prince. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Listen, is your little friend, what's his name? The Toreador with the French name.
Jean-Pierre.
Jean-Pierre. Is he with you?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Right here, actually.
Beautiful.
Something wrong?
I need you and Jean-Pierre and your other friends, Simone and the one with 80 names, the Nosferatu, Alexander Darkness Knight. Yeah. Yes, I need the four of you to come by. I have a problem, and I ask for Jean-Pierre because it has to do with a Primogen.
Do you mind divulging which Primogen, or is that a conversation for you in person?
Well, you know me and this technology thing. I'd rather it be in person.
Fair enough.
So is that a
All
yes?
right.
You're coming, right?
Yes.
Thank you. You were
On the way.
so vague sometimes. It's hard to get a good read on you. But I will see you in... Where are you right now? You're in probably Center City. Don't ask me how I know that. So I'll expect you in 20 minutes.
All right.
And he hangs up. I don't think the prince ever learned about proper phone etiquette.
Neither is John. Just two people is kind of like, yeah. As soon as he hangs up, he looks at the phone and he's like, wow, that worked that time. All right. And then he looks to everybody else and just goes, we gotta go, and just starts walking out the door.
Wait. Stop. Go where?
Primogen, Prince, gotta do stuff.
Which Primogen? John, I need you to use your words right now. You're freaking us out.
You I point to Jean-Pierre, you're needed, and you two are also needed. So come with me, Primogen, Prince, let's go.
Why did you say those separately?
I don't know. Continues walking out the door.
It's so ominous. I don't care. I'm going with.
Fine. I wanted to update the auto tweet.
You can't do that on like your phone or something.
So, are you taking your car, John?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a big old SUV. It is a blacked out SUV that is well beyond limo tint.
That is, yeah.
And
that is exactly what I imagined.
Yeah. It's a good time.
Perfect. Cool. So you all are going to head over across the Schuylkill to the prince's home. He operates, he's a little bit paranoid, so he operates out of his personal, all of his business matters are out of his personal residence, and it's by invitation only. It is a mansion in Chestnut Hill, which is overlooking, it's got a really good vantage point. You can see the city. You're really close to the Wissahickon, which is where the Guru go every year for the pilgrimage. So in order to keep balance and peace and control over the city, he likes knowing where all supernatural creatures are at all times. This is a very long dirt road that past an iron gate with multiple methods of security, including voice recognition. And John, you work for him, so you do this so many times. Voice recognition, a signed, like, sign in to check your signature, the visual recognition from the security guard, and 3 security questions that they answer, like, what is your first pet, what is the name of your elementary school you went to, and, like, what's your lucky number. And eventually yeah, eventually you make your way up the drive and are met by the butler in the front, who leads you in to the prince's sitting room. And you all see Prince Marcus Thorne standing at the fireplace, and his hands clasped behind his back to you. And you, as you walk in, he turns, looks over his shoulder and says, "Good, you're here. Welcome, Sheriff."
Prince, I just want to say before we continue, that's a very cool villain-esque moment you just did there.
Well, it's exactly where I stand every time you walk in. So, This is the first time you've ever taken notice of that. Is that because your friends are here? Are you trying to look powerful?
No, for some reason, I feel like this is just where my memories begin for some reason.
He does kind of smirk a little bit, and his shoulders kind of relax. You could tell he's nervous about something. Marcus Thorne is a really tall, lithe gentleman. He's lean, like, you can tell he's really fucking strong. It's not lithe as in scrawny at all. And he's got a very like chiseled jaw, and it flexes with every like syllable that he speaks. There's some part of it that moves. He's got very severe eyebrows, a very like cut close to the skin, buzz cut underneath with a little bit of a curl, like tight curls on top. He's very romantic looking in that there are probably like Wattpads and fan fiction written about this kind of character of like a like will they or won't they. He's always that smoldering kind of personality type. He's wearing he's wearing a formal wear that's a little dated. It looks to be maybe like early 20th century, maybe Victorian or Edwardian, something around that. And everything in his decor speaks like Regency, and it's very well traveled, and like the sapiosexuals would go nuts over this kind of person. And he's got these beautiful hazel eyes, and he turns around and kind of considers you all and says, you all did really good work last time I brought you together, and I trust the sheriff more than I trust most everybody. I think you are exactly what we need, especially you, Mr. Baptiste. This has to do with a certain Primogen, not one you would know, but the Primogen of the La Sombra. We need somebody with a little bit of expertise dealing with such old kindred. The problem we have is this particular Primogen has a ghoul that they are very fond of. This ghoul has, unfortunately, breached the Masquerade one too many times. And before we are all exposed, and before we are hunted, we need to deal with this. I've warned this person to follow the rules. We are better than the Anarchs in that we maintain some semblance of control within ourselves. And it's come to the point now where just punishing the ghoul is not enough. I need to replace the Primogen. If you catch my meaning.
My prince, am I allowed to ask why?
The ghoul is unfortunately not going anywhere. It has come to my attention that the Primogen has no desire to let this one loose. So, we will essentially kill two birds with one stone tonight.
Why are they so attached to this ghoul?
That's a question I would like answered, but at the end of the day, the Masquerade is most important. So as long as we can maintain some sort of, regain some control over the situation, if you find out the answer, then you find out the answer, is what I'm trying to say. It's not of the utmost importance, but perhaps finding out a why would make us a little bit more aware for next time.
Is there any other information you have, Prince?
Yes. The Primogen is Isadora Valeska. She is very old, older than me, very powerful, very cunning, as all La Sombra are, no offense, Mr. Blade.
I mean, it's true.
She has a ghoul. His name is Tristan. He is young, he is stupid, and he is reckless. He has social media. He has accounts that have alluded to our existence. Of course, he waxes poetic, and it's easy to write it off as just fanaticism or insanity or something, I don't know, something like your account, the Cat's Pajamas. I mean, it does bring in a certain type of demographic.
And money.
Of course. And I applaud you for that. What a venture. Now, Isadora Valeska has been disappointing recently. She's been acting like a silly schoolgirl. about this ghoul, making excuses for his behavior, saying it won't happen again, and then it happens the next night and the next night. She's becoming sloppy, and we need all of our Primogen and everybody in positions of power to be on their utmost best and most careful behavior. One slip up and the Camarilla could be eradicated by either the Anarchs or by the Sabbat. Probably more likely the Sabbat than the Anarchs, to be fair. I need them both gone.
And I just to interject one more time, my prince. So, just removing this title from the Lasombra Primogen isn't an option. I'm wondering if maybe we could have some kind of like halfway, as you say, Camarilla has got its handful, and I think we need every kindred available. So, are you sure that this is irreparable damage that has been done? That there's no chance for a redemption for the Primogen. The ghoul, I'm fine. We can take care of that certainly, but I'm more worried about the fellow kindred.
My sweet summer child. What is the number one, and anybody can answer this, what is the number one rule about being in the Camarilla?
Maintaining the masquerade?
Maintaining the masquerade. I don't hold special treatment just because you're old. If Sai were to break the masquerade, I would execute them on sight. If you were to break the masquerade, I'd leave you out in the sun. Now, if you break the masquerade and you're able to get away with it, well done. You got me. But if I find out about it, you're done. I've got you. I don't care if you're a thin blood or an antediluvian. You break the masquerade, that's a risk to all of us. We could all be wiped out. Isadora and Tristan have to go. Now, if you can't do it, then you can't do it. I'll just ask another coterie.
Oh, no. I just had a question. We will more than do it. This group has been successful before, and this coterie will deliver again. And I don't have any further questions, my prince. I feel as if you have framed this in a way that makes it really clear that this is the only option. Regrettable as it is, we'll certainly take care of it.
Forgive our stupid friend. Can we get the social media information? I can begin working immediately, my prince.
Yes, and he goes to a desk and he shuffles around some paper and pulls out like a piece of scrap paper and hands it to you, and it's got all of this person's social media.
Thank you.
Of course.
Well, quite honestly, either way, I'd have to do it anyway, because, I mean, that's kind of what I do here, so...
And that is why
you
you're
got a
here.
yes from me always.
Thank you. Sai?
Yes.
Are you going to join your coterie, or are you going to let this one slip you by?
I think it's... You made a compelling case here for the greater good, as it were. And I don't have any questions either. I'm just I'll help out with this. This makes perfect sense.
Well, don't think I'm no fun. You will find them at the Succubus Club, which is happening tonight. I see you, Jean-Pierre. This will be, I believe, your first Succubus Club, will it not?
It will be, my prince. Jean-Pierre is clearly like trying to suppress almost like childlike joy I think he's just like to be excited or to feel anything is like remarkable. So to have like a true sense of like a thing that he wants to do, or like any dopamine his dead body can get, he's gonna take.
Yeah. Marcus, he has a very much you could tell a soft spot for like performance and like play. And it's almost he knows what the lifestyle of certain Camarilla are, and he loves leaning into it. So he sees like the spark in you, and it's almost like he misses being that young. And he says, it's not easy being tied to such strict traditions and rules. I understand. But we do know how to put on a beautiful performance. I hope you enjoy yourself. You can all meet Keeper Raymond and Portia at the front door. They've been alerted, and they will let you know the next steps.
Thank you for this opportunity, my prince.
Of course. And Jean-Pierre, if you do a good job with this, I will not forget it, and neither will other Primogen in your life.
Yeah, we will deliver, my prince, without a drop of uncertainty. We will take care of both of them.
Excellent. Does anybody need any vitae before you go? Quick snack.
I could take a...
I have specific tastes. I don't know if you might cater to them. Just saying.
What tastes?
Tall, auburn hair, green eyes, B negative, angular jaw, pale skin, about 5'7.5", approximately 167 1/3 pounds, generally wearing clothing of the 1919 spring, something in that range.
That's very specific.
I can maybe get about 4 of those.
I'm a little hungry. Yeah.
I've got red hair, hazel eyes, AB negative, and I would say 70s clothing.
Can you get him to tell me he loves me?
I can get him to tell you that you are the only thing in the world worth living for.
Yes.
He snaps his fingers, and somebody walks past the room, and you hear a opening of a door and some muffled conversation and the closing of a door, and 2 sets of footsteps come back, and you see a taller than what you want, a little pasty in the complexion, where you can see a little bit of like stress acne come through on the jaw, but very beautiful, thick, full head of auburn hair, hazel eyes. His blood smells a bit different than what you're used to because you have a very specific blood type. It's just off. And he looks at the man that's beside him and nods, and the man leans into the gentleman's ear and whispers something. And then the redhead comes up to you, and he drops down to his knees and takes your hands and says, as he puts your hand to his mouth, I don't want to be here on this world if you are not a part of my life.
I'm gonna exchange a glance with Sai at this because I feel like Sai reacted too, or gave like the, oh shit, okay.
I shouldn't be here for this.
And
Audiences are welcomed.
Alexander will look at the prince and just say, "Thank you."
Of course.
Jean-Pierre is staring at Alex with this identical silence.
John has given his back. I'll give you privacy, don't worry. Yeah.
Are you good, Alex? Are you kosher? Are you all right?
Alexander will then lean down and drink from his neck with
Okay.
like loud, wet slurps. And like, yeah, that. Lots
Yeah.
of that. And
Yeah.
it takes way too long. Way too long.
So it's a slow drip coffee.
Yeah, slow drip coffee.
Have you ever sat there and just watched a siphon make coffee?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I took it as like the end of a Capri Sun when you're like squeezing it and trying to get the last slurps. Yeah.
Yep. He's really enjoying it.
Yeah.
But he's a messy eater, and it's going everywhere.
Yeah, there's
And he's
blood
like-
dripping on like the nice rug.
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
I miss you.
The guy kind of like looks a little like he's a little like cloudy, but he looks a little like uncomfortable with that because he's never seen you before in his life. The prince is going to nod again at the man and who's going to pick him up and take him away. And then he turns and looks at everybody else and says, "Anybody else want anything from?" Nope. Okay.
Sai and I. You're good, John.
Yeah, I ate earlier. Yeah, fine.
You split something, Sai. You want to
Well,
split a rugby player with me?
I do, but I have like also a little bit of a special request. I don't know if it's something you can provide, but I would love someone who's napping and having a nightmare. Something about the adrenaline, it just adds a little spice to it. You know?
For some reason, that is more complicated than Alexander's request.
I mean, I could put somebody to sleep.
Well, I certainly. I'll let you get to it then. I will go grab. You want a rugby player?
I want a rugby player just for no reason. And so you can have some if you want. If you don't get your sleeping person, know that.
I mean, I can go. Like, do you want the wrist, neck, ankle? I don't care. I'll split a rugby player with you.
Why don't we do like a wrist and we can like Lady and the Tramp on the way down?
That sounds perfect.
You see the man come like be called again and go back, and it takes a little bit longer. You come back out, he comes back out and with a really tall big guy who is wearing an Eagles jersey. And he is the offensive guard for the Philadelphia Eagles. He looks very confused as to why he's there. And he is sort of like looking around like but he looks kind of tired, like he's been fed off of a couple times for a couple nights. So he's getting a little comfortable with being there. And he kind of steps forward and he's like, which one of you? And the prince says, "I couldn't get a rugby player, but this city is full of football players."
All right.
You know what? I am not that hungry after all. I think I am good. Sai, if you want something.
No, don't worry. I'll put him to sleep for you. I thought it was going to be a smaller person, but it's going to be a little bit more work. It's fine. Hey, no, your insert player name here. Yeah, I've seen you. And then I walk around in behind him, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is fine. You're gonna feel a little, and then I just like deck him, like trying to knock him out immediately.
Yeah.
I was fascinated. Like,
He sort of like does one of those where he sinks immediately down to his knees and then like reverse mummies down to the ground. Just is completely decked out and starts to lightly snore.
Yeah.
Okay, John, we got to go out for dinner more often. That was fun to watch.
That's what happens when you have immense strength. Yeah.
I changed my mind. If it's fine, are you still good splitting, Sai?
Yeah, let's do it. So I'll
Sweet.
grab the right wrist.
Perfect. I got
Almost
the
done.
left.
Yeah, the hands are limp in your hands, and he looks like a fish, just like limply laying there.
I'm just like, hey, Alexander, with the limp wrist. They're biting. Pause. I'm sorry, I shouldn't play with my food, but I couldn't resist.
Jean-Pierre gives like a sincere chuckle to that as he goes for the left wrist.
And the body twitches in response, but he's unconscious now, so y'all can take what you like.
Okay.
Marcus, while this is happening, is like towing the blood stain out of the nice rug that Alexander had kind of left. And he kind of gives a like at the two of you to hurry it up because he has a job that he's given you and you've overstayed your welcome.
Okay. I'm gonna wrap up and then just like make sure I'm all good. Alexander's just gonna pull out a pocket mirror from nowhere and just check his mug. Okay. Fine.
I'm just gonna wipe my face on the jersey and just get up and head out.
Did I get all of it? Huh?
On
Yeah,
you,
you're fine.
Perfect.
on you, yes.
Are we good to me?
You
right.
said the keeper has the stuff for us up
Yes.
front. So-
You'll meet Keeper Raymond and Portia out front.
No, lovely. Love keeper Raymond. All right. And I start walking out. I'm
Okay. All right. I'm gonna and Jean-Pierre walks away.
Yeah, I'll follow. With my phone up, doing the social media searches.
Out of character, I want Alex to find Chase from the Anarch campaign, his TikTok, so hard in all of his searching he does. I want that to happen. I don't know if it can, but that would be hilarious to me. Because that was like the whole rub is that he made like a TikTok that was very involved describing the vampire experience.
For sure. As Alexander, as you're pulling up this guy's Tristan's TikTok, you see that he reposted another TikTok from Chase W01 Alpha, and it says I don't know what his handle is. And it says,
I love it.
I had a crazy night last night. Look at these. Like, look at it. Looks like bite marks. Vampire much? And then you flip through and you see a couple other things that he had reposted. And then there's a couple like very shaky cam POVs of like big, loud, like things happening in a club. Or there's also things happening in the street where it looks like there's scuffles going on, like he's filming fights and bodies are dropping, And then you also notice out of the corner of the screen another body like jump a significant height, like a supernatural height off screen. And you're also noticing that there is a incident in one of the videos where it looks like somebody is holding their head against their neck and then ripping it away, and that body falling limp. You can't be sure because it looks so shaky.
Yeah, I download saves of them, and then I file copyright strikes against all of them.
Okay. Yeah. What's the reason for the copyright strikes? Just for
Obviously, music.
Yeah.
I find whatever excuse I can for music,
Mm-hmm.
and also I claim that they're actually clips from existing horror films.
Oh,
From the
okay.
80s that are really obscure, so no one goes and looks at them.
Okay.
YouTube's
All right.
never gonna look. This is a
I
small...
love it. I'm
Yeah.
infatuated with this idea. It's such a good idea. It's evil, and it points a picture at something that maybe should get together for content creators. I love you like incorporating that into the story.
Yes. So you are. Yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, as we're heading toward the keeper, and I see Alexander's is social mediating it up. I'm gonna say, do you think you can find out if this guy has any family?
Oh, the ghoul? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm following up on that too. Yeah, don't worry about it. I got it. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm a little bit more worried about Isabella, to be honest. I do have experience with older vampires, but not in a combat sense. So I think I at least can get the conversation going, but we should maybe design a plan for that. I mean, I'm obviously you're going to carry a lot of this, and John Pierre's going to gesture to John.
Well, I mean, if there's one thing you don't want to go up against, it's an Elder La Sombra, that's for sure. I mean, you don't want to go up against an Elder at all, but Elder La Sombra, the powers they wield are disgusting.
Yeah. How do you feel about this? We didn't even ask you.
About taking out the Sombra?
Yeah.
I'm fine with I'll kill anybody that needs to be killed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I figured the ghoul would be good for getting information, and finding out where to go. But yeah, fighting the elder vampire is going to be the problem. You'll be able to too, I think.
Question for the storyteller. John's been a vampire for about 20 years. Would he know what powers an elder, like what specifically an Elder Sombra would have or could possibly have?
Yes.
Of the La Sombra abilities?
Yes. There are a few Primogens in the Camarilla who are very, very open and vocal about their abilities. She is one of them. She's very she's got an air for the dramatics, as it seems. I will send you a message eventually that gives you like a list of what this person might be capable of, but you especially as a La Sombra would know, and the sheriff would know a good idea of what she's capable of.
Yeah, so then John will just go, because he's just talking at this point, and he's just kind of like, the biggest thing to probably worry about is that shroud of darkness that Elder La Sombra can put out. It's nasty work. If you don't have, and then he turns on Oblivion sight again, if you don't have these eyes, you can't see at all. So, it's wonderful.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is we don't necessarily want to fight her. What if we were to like trap her with truth?
Say more.
Go on.
I mean, we can be honest and say we've been hired. Well, maybe without John, because John, I don't know if you could lie with honesty. Lie with honesty. You know what I mean.
I never lied.
Well, no, I don't even know what I mean. But what if we were just to be honest and be like, we've been assigned to kill you, but instead, if we can make it look like a fake death and help her out, we can still kill her. But
I just want to say there is a merit to the prince's point of view. Like, this person is kind of now flagrantly violating the masquerade, and collectively that's, bad for all of us. I'm not exactly like a huge stickler for the rules, but this one I get. But I like that idea. I'm wondering, maybe we use this, we can try the nice way, and if it doesn't work, we can use this as information, like, to hold against her, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I mean, the truth of the matter is if the humans find out we can shapeshift, they're going to tell the church. So,
definitely don't want that. So we need information.
Definitely, yeah. That's where we start.
Yeah. Speaking of which, can I make some roll on the social media info we got to get more info on the ghoul and her, if possible?
Yeah, intelligence and technology.
Happily. Love that for me. Let's see here. Where's technology? There she is. I found where she lives. Plus intelligence. I know how to read. Hit the button, submit 5 times. I got 5 successes.
Jeez.
Yeah, that included 2 crits.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
well done.
I got a few crits in there, yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so you notice there is a one of the videos is like a one of those like romantic kind of videos that you see on TikTok where it's like a voiceover of somebody saying like, I never knew what love was. And then there's some music and it's like, until I looked into your eyes. And you notice...
Wait, do they have the song, I never knew what love was?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, thank you. Okay.
Yeah, but it's like it's like homemade. It's like a cover specifically for this video. Yeah. So like it's not a trending sound or anything. And you see that there's one part of the video where if you pause at a proper point, you can actually get a full-on shot of what Tristan looks like. Because of the way that the camera, like, he goes from front frame to like selfie. And then there's one part where Isadora is like spinning around for him.
I'm waiting for it so that I know the show.
It's like spinning around for him and it slows down and you can see her face as well, and she's got some blood on her mouth and her fangs are exposed, and it looks like really good cosplay if you weren't a kindred, but it's towing the line between a masquerade breach and being legit. You also know...
Does it get worse?
Yes. Remember the awful person on TikTok or YouTube that was like abusing her pets and you didn't see it? She left the unclipped video on YouTube and she didn't edit it, so you saw her like yelling at her animals and like being really mean. That's what this was. There's another video where it's like it's supposed to be spliced and it looks pretty relatively nicely edited, but then there's like uncut footage at the end where the music stops prematurely and you can hear them, and Tristan is saying, what do you want me to do with this body when you're done feeding? And she says, throw him in the Delaware.
She's an idiot. She's old and powerful, but she's stupid.
So a lot of them tend to be.
Are we all then in agreement that both of these kindred need to meet the final death.
Yes.
I
Sai,
mean, that's where it was when the prince said so yeah.
Jean-Pierre is like gonna look at Sai, and he's like gauging her face, trying to see if she's okay with this or not, or just going along.
Well, I think Sai is. Well, I kind of feel more bad about the ghoul because could have been taught a little bit better, but I mean, Alexander said it best that this is beyond stupid, and I mean, I don't mind to like bend the rules here or there, but that's got me kind of nervous. So I don't know. It says a lot.
Yeah.
Let's do a murder or two.
Hey, here. Yeah, I think it's just the way that I am viewing this is big picture. If we think about it, it is these two vampires, or it could be exponentially more if we let this out. But given the nature of social media, I'm shocked these aren't more popular than they are. Let's hope that those copyright strikes are swift, and we can get that taken down. Luckily, it doesn't seem like we are responsible for that. Maybe we'll get extra brownie points, though, for that. The prince did talk about if I made this successful, there might be like, remember it or something vague and cryptic like that.
It's nice
Yeah.
that you're taking credit already. That's cute.
Thank
yeah,
you.
I will copyright strike these two after I download them.
Thank you, Alex. All right, then. I think we're all in agreement, right?
Well, we're gonna talk to the keeper first.
Okay.
Have you all been driving this whole time, by the way, on your way there?
Yeah, I assume John's been driving in his magical SUV.
Yeah,
I don't drive.
it's really nice in the. It's really nice on the inside. It's like beige. It's got,
We're just having this
like,
like deep conversation about mortality casually, like blacked out SUV.
it's got captain's chairs, so you can, and they swivel too, so you can
Oh,
swivel around.
oh, so we're
Get-
facing each other. Save for John.
yeah. So there's like here's the way it's set up. There's the driver's seat, and then there's the front passenger, and then there's two captain's chairs that are swiveled around towards the like back bench. So that you're facing each other when you're sitting in the car. And there's like also if you pull out like the tray in the middle of it, there's like stuff there. and in the trunk there's weapons.
Can I rummage through the stuff while you're driving and not really paying attention?
Yeah, you see, I don't think I haven't described John yet, so I'll do it now because this will make sense once I describe what's in there. but John is 6'2". He's a black man. He's very muscular. He wears a tank top with jeans and combat boots, and then he has on a large overcoat, and his hair are in locks, half up, half down. And he's got pretty nice brown eyes, and he's pretty good looking too. In that tray you'll just find there's like a spare couple of like tank tops in there. There's like an emergency blood bag, and there's a pretty, it's not an intense gun, it's kind of small ammunition fire, like a gun in there too.
Okay, can I just have fun with him and be like, hey, this hey, this is some cool shit, and I just pull out the gun, like, by the way, I don't know how to use this. Should I put this back?
Ah!
I know how to use it. Can I use it? Can I see it?
Okay.
I don't point that at.
The safety is on. You gotta calm down, Alex. You need to breathe.
It's a revolver. There's no safety.
Uh,
I don't know if there's safety.
Okay,
See, I don't
never
know.
mind. But I'm not aiming it at people anymore. Right? It's just inverted. Okay. Is this the only gun that you have, John?
No, there's more in the back in case anybody I'm rolling with ever needs one. But I like to use these,
Okay. That's cool. And you're just gonna like literally drop the gun back into the middle part. And is gonna go to the back where he described and is looking just for a singular gun.
I once had an aunt whose vehicle had lamb's leather and everything else was covered in gold. It was beautiful, and there were diamond encrusted buttons.
Hmm.
It's interesting. Yeah.
I once, I can go on up that. I once had, well, I didn't have it. My parents did, like a cart, and we had a couple goats and a donkey, and yeah, same thing, really. No, God. Okay, I don't have any cool stories. Can I also now rummage through the trunk as well? Is there anything cool in there? Like, that's not a gun. I don't know how to use those.
There's knives too. You'll only find weapons. You know?
I'm just gonna take a singular gun. What type of gun am I taking?
He's probably got like 3 different handguns. One is like one is not this one is like a Glock or something, and then there's one that's kind of like that takes a slightly larger ammunition, and then there's another one that's basically a hand cannon. Yeah.
Can I hold more than one gun? I actually don't know a lot about the inventory system in this game. I'm wondering if I could take the hand cannon and the gun just to have them in case.
Yeah, it's all. Okay. That's one of those things where if it tells a good story, fucking do it, and it's reasonable. Like, you know.
I'm double fisting these. I have a hand cannon in one hand.
It's a modern era.
Yeah.
You can have as many in your hand as you like.
If we can double fist 40s, we could double fist guns.
Hell yeah.
Oh, 40.
You know, someone put that on one of those motivational posters.
Yeah. And as you all,
I'm gonna grab a couple knives.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna write this down so that I have like eyes on it. So I'm not like, what do you have again? 2 guns.
Yeah, John is the sheriff, and he does what he does. You know, it's his job to do this.
Don't feel like super comfortable with the plan that we have so far as it pertains to Isabella. She's really the puzzle that needs to be solved. The ghoul would be nothing. We can get rid of him in a heartbeat. But Isabella?
You hear my plan?
Out of character, I just have to say I'm really hoping it's Isabella Rossellini.
No, her name is actually Isadora Valeska.
Oh, Isadora.
I don't care. My statement.
John here is still saying he would have done. That's what we have like shared that here.
Known vampire Isabella Rossellini.
I'll make it happen.
Okay.
But John, I just go. If I was doing this by myself, which I'm glad I'm not because she's a tough cookie. But what I do is first I'd find the family of the ghoul if they have family still. I don't know. Sometimes if it's one of those like older ghouls, then none of their family would be alive, and then that'll be a waste. But they have some family. I find the family, take their family, and then get them to come to me, and then kill their family, and then take them, and then get Isadora to come to me, since she's so gung-ho about this, ghoul. And then, well, from there, probably just like, because she's so tough, if I was alone, I'd just probably blow the place up, and then say it was a gas leak or something.
You want to blow the place up?
That's a really good plan. Wow.
I love that. I think
I do what I do.
We have to blow the place up.
I've been doing this since I was 15. Well, not really specifically this, but killing people since I was 15. Yeah.
I just really want to see an explosion. Do we know where we could get any kind of explosive? Are they in the back? Do you have like C4 in the back that's just like under the assault rifles? Okay.
No, I don't carry flammable stuff in an already flammable vehicle that could burst into flames at any moment if they're shot right.
I'm down for the explosion, but I had an idea. I mean, we're talking about, like, we almost were in like this the trolley kind of dilemma where we're like, do we kill these people? And now we're adding more people, like humans, into the mix. I'm a little bit, dare I say, hesitant.
That was never a problem for me.
I will say I'm leaning towards what Sai is saying. Go on. I agree.
So, but maybe I love the luring and setting off an explosion kind of situation, because that sounds like fun. If we could throw in some fireworks, we can make it really, I don't know, is there a building around here that's set to be demolished? Like, we could really just have fun with this.
Jazz it up.
Any building can be set to demolish if you want it enough. Can be set to be demolished. You just have to, and we do.
Just
John,
takes a
you're
call to
really
City Hall.
motivating.
Yeah. This is what I do. Yeah.
But I still have this one little idea where we can like use the stupidity of them both by like being like, hey, let's show the world about vampires and what happens when we're in the sun. Like, we could really play off of that piece. Like lean into the stupidity.
That's actually not a terrible idea. She's clearly off her rocker.
How do we push that little madness a bit more?
If we can lure them out just before sunrise. The problem is us also getting back like before, but that's a problem to deal with.
Okay, is this car, like, how tinted are these windows, just out of curiosity?
Not enough. Not enough for sunlight. It'll I think I've never tested it, but it's dark enough that we won't die instantly, possibly. But I don't know. Storyteller. would I know, and also how well would the tint of these windows protect us from sunlight?
I think if you have a detachable piece that goes up against the windshield will not be tinted enough to stave off sunlight. Yeah. But if you were to get a detachable piece that you can put up there, I would say it would stave it off long enough for you to go into like a parking, like find like a parking garage basement or something. But that would be really tricky because you'll be literally driving blind. So it's like, well, not really driving blind, but you would have to rely on your side windows to see where you're going. I would say you would get an extra 20 minutes.
All right. Good question. Any of y'all like good at driving?
I'm okay at it. So I just want to review really quick. We're doing the explosion, yes, right?
Oh, yes. And I've only ever had people. I don't drive.
No one's given me a license, so that's not going to work.
Oh, OC, I'm like, hold on, can I drive? Like, mechanically, I feel like I might be able to.
You can always drive. Like, you don't have to have dots in the ability to do things. You just can do it's just how well you can perform these things in like stressful situations with the dots.
Yeah.
Really like work for.
I have a 1.
I've got absolutely 0 dots in drive.
Yeah.
I always had drivers, even alive.
Do we really want Jean-Pierre to drive? Okay, I'm with it. I'm with the chaos.
No, I also have 1 dot in drive.
Have a gay drive.
Right.
We're really pushing the stereotypes now. A gay who drives.
Could we possibly both drive to combine our dots so we have 2 dots in drive?
Like one on the other's lap, like pressing the gas pedal together, shifting.
The other one.
Honestly, I would actually allow it based on what I said about the windshield being out of commission if you have the detachable piece. So you could have somebody in the passenger seat navigating or helping to navigate, and I'll consider the extra die.
Ooh.
But it's like gonna be hard. You're gonna be
great plans.
Yeah, you're gonna be looking out these windows to drive anywhere, and you only have 20 minutes to get to a safe place.
So scoping out beforehand a location might be helpful.
Yes.
You know?
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is fucking unhinged.
What's a good... Okay. Hello. I don't know Philly well enough. What's a good place to murder in Philly?
The whole city.
So many options.
Well, I know that. Everyone knows that about Philadelphia. What's the best place in Philadelphia to commit a murder?
Probably the South Philly, where there's like the docks at night. There's not.
I love this.
Yeah.
Aesthetic. It's dark. It's wet. I like dampness. Perfect.
You're
We want a
looking.
damp, dark
Yeah,
place.
you're looking at South Philly for like it's probably easiest to get there. You've got a highway in between center and south. You can also try North Philly, but it's very suburban, so there's going to be more witnesses.
They're going to be
long
early
is the drive
morning
to South
mom
Philly?
joggers.
How long? What?
How long is the drive to South Philly or like the docks or the murder place from?
Literally everywhere is about 20 minutes, give or take a few minutes. It's super easy to
Okay.
get anywhere.
Okay.
I agree with Sai. We should definitely scope a place and figure out a place
Yes.
to go to.
If
Any
I'm
idea?
gonna make a suggestion, I'm saying this as this will both put myself at a disadvantage as well as, but it also put her at a disadvantage. No dark places. No dark places. We control shadows. You don't want dark places.
Eagles Stadium. And we steal the ghoul, bring the ghoul to Eagles Stadium, lure her there. The lights are always going to be on. And we murder her in the middle of Eagle Stadium.
So we blow up Eagle Stadium?
No, it's not
The
her.
point of murder or like the
Wait, yes,
the murder
yes,
thing is
yes,
we need
yes.
to literally like make her we are taking on an elder.
Yeah,
So-
we are going to blow up Eagles Stadium, the field itself. We're
I
going to
love
go to the
it.
middle, and we are going to blow up the field at Eagle Stadium.
Right.
Yes, we're going to place the ghoul in the center of that field. Yes.
Okay, hold on. I have a question about shadows, John.
Yeah.
Shadows, we need light. So wouldn't complete darkness be helpful? Because you don't have any light to manipulate?
I agree. I can't stand the light. OOC, my like bane abhors the light.
Well, quite honestly, our the thing is that when my eyes go black and then I make them go black, I can see perfectly in darkness. It's not a problem at all. So while if we go to a super dark place and none of you have the ability to see in the dark, then again, she and I are at an advantage, and she's at more of an advantage because she's older. If we go to a bright enough place, it's harder to make shadows because, well, there will be no shadows to make. Although, granted, there's the possibility of her having the ability to create her own cloud of shadow, but that's a different thing.
That sounds nightmarish.
It is. Humans
Maybe
die.
explosions. Maybe we double the amount of explosions. Also, yeah, because if we're blowing up Eagle Stadium, I do want to say that it's probably not enough. The one that we were going to use for just some random building.
Yeah.
So, also, where in John Pierre's going to tap John on the shoulder while he's driving. Where do we get the like explosives from? Like, who's the plug for the explosives?
Oh, I pull out my phone and hand it to you. It just says, he says, go to the contact that says Jim Bob.
Jim Bob, do you want me to call him and put the phone to you? Do you want me to talk to him?
Just put it on speaker. It's fine. I'll talk to him.
There. It's dialing.
OOC, I'm using my criminal contacts
All right.
for my background merits and flaws.
Eric, are you gonna be Jim Bob? Please be Jim Bob.
Yeah. So you hear like a shuffling, like a hello.
Jim Bob, it's me. It's John.
John who? John
Blade.
John Blade.
Head of head of the Blade crime family and all that good stuff. Yes, it's me.
Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah. Listen, I'm gonna pay you back. I got, like, held up a little bit, and I swear I'm gonna pay you back. That there was a problem with the meeting place, and the guy didn't make it, and his girlfriend he said she was pregnant, and they had to go to the hospital, and it's a girl. But also
Jim Bum.
yeah.
Calm down. You owe me money.
No.
I just time and place. I just wanted. Jean-Pierre's gonna say on the side.
If you do owe me money, it'll be forgiven if you do me a favor here.
Oh, yeah, anything. Yeah. I don't owe you money, but yeah, I'll do you a favor.
Sure. Yeah. I need some explosives.
Yeah. Yeah, what kind? The usual, or something that a little punchier, or something a little cleaner?
Something that'll burn a little brighter. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Where, usual meeting place?
Yeah, sure. I'll meet you there in about an hour, all right?
Sounds good. Well, you won't meet me. You'll meet the stuff, and then you'll just drop it in the Dropbox.
Either way, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, excellent. I don't owe you money, but I'll do this.
Yeah.
Just making sure you heard that.
Yeah. If so, just talk to Tim. Yeah, and he'll just let him know that if you owed anything, it's forgiven because of this.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, Tim. Yeah. All right. I got you.
And if you owed us anything, there's probably a few people outside your house. I'd be careful.
John, I love you, but you have to shake people down on your own time. We are like, the clock is ticking.
I mean, I'm doing business. I'm doing this business and my business at the same time. I'm multitasking.
Who are you talking to? Are you talking to me?
Don't worry about it.
All right.
Don't worry about it. Don't ask questions or I'll kill you. All right.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'll see you.
All right.
And then I just motion to Jean-Pierre to hang up.
Okay, that was a lot to, I'm not even, we don't have time, but I'd like to return to some of that a little bit later.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Well, at least we now have the explosives.
And location.
I think by this point, it's safe to say you all are at where the Succubus Club is. By this point. Yeah. Okay. With that, we're going to take a 10-minute break, get some snacky snacks, all that jazz, and we're going to be back in a little bit, probably about 10 minutes. So we'll see you then. everybody. Thank you so much for the wait. I will be continuing to stuff my face with pizza as needed because I, unfortunately, was not embraced. We are back with all of our kindred as we have just arrived to the Succubus Club where we are meeting Keeper Raymond and Portia. I'm gonna let you all take the lead on this and just note that Keeper Raymond and Portia definitely know who at least John is. Raymond is a Philadelphia native. Portia is the traveling proprietor of the club.
What's our plan, gang? How do we approach this?
We go in. Huh?
That's fair. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anybody else have any idea? Fi, do you have anything?
Do we want John to give us introductions or kind of go in separately in little clusters just to, I don't know, fan out, get some intel?
That could work.
Sure.
Do we stagger our entrances then?
One
person goes, and another person goes, and we don't enter as like a coterie?
I just start to go in.
That's fair.
Some people's gonna throw up his arms and be like, "Oh, okay." He's gonna wait a little bit by the door after Alex has gone in.
I'm just gonna walk in immediately too.
Yeah. So,
Just see Alex go. I'm just all right. Yeah.
so John and Alexander are walking in immediately. Sai, are you walking in or are you waiting with Jean-Pierre?
I'm just gonna shoot you a couple looks. Like I guess let's pair up.
Yeah, I love it. You know what?
Oh.
New plan, better than the first. Let's fucking do this. All right.
So you approach two people at the door who seem to be waiting for you. You definitely recognize Keeper Raymond. He oversees all of the official kindred events that go on in the city to maintain a semblance of order and safety and just general like PR, so to speak. He is dressed in a burgundy, like deep purplish red velvet suit and a black shirt, dress shirt, and a red bow tie, a matching red bow tie. And his hair is black hair that's straight and slicked back. He's got very dark, heavy eyebrows and very dark eyes. And he kind of like pulls his cuffs down and straightens himself. And he says, Sheriff. And he reaches out to clasp both your hands in his and give you just a greeting. So,
I let it happen.
So wonderful to see you here. We are so happy to have you at our Succubus Club. Well, your Succubus Club, Portia. And you see a woman who's very slight and slender, but she's got enormously tall heels and with a little bit of a platform. This is not the OG Portia that those of you who are familiar with the Succubus Club out of Chicago and the one that started to travel in the 90s would know. Like, this is a new Portia that's just adopted the persona to continue the legacy of the Succubus Club. She's got like this cute little, she's got short dark hair that's pulled up in this cute little ponytail. And she's wearing like business decor. It's just like a vest and a pencil skirt and these enormous heels that make her a lot taller than she actually is. And she sort of laughs at Keeper Raymond and says, well, it's for everybody. All kindred are welcome here. You must be Sheriff Blade. It's so nice to finally meet you. The princess screamed your praises from the rooftops. And who do we have here looking like the song of the season with this dress? It's Lovely.
I am Alexander Shadotower, Dark Master of the Fang.
Oh, Alexander Shadotower, Dark Master of the Fang. It just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Wonderful.
It's a pleasure.
We don't get very many Nosferatu around here. They're all such hermits. You definitely are going to be setting a trend for sure. Yes. And she looks over to Raymond, who says, well, a couple of rules, Sheriff, if you don't mind. This is a safe haven, so no weapons. And he looks down to, like, where he knows you're probably concealing something. And he says, I'm not going to search you. I'm gonna take you at your word that you're not carrying anything, correct?
I pull out a giant.
Is there a bin or a guy?
It's another.
The weapons.
He pushes it like out of the way of other people, and he's like, I'm not going to search you, Sheriff. You're not holding any
Of course.
weapons.
No, yeah.
Excellent.
I don't. Yeah.
I understand.
At the moment,
I understand the reason you are here. Just be mindful that this is, per Portia's standards, an Elysium of sorts, a mobile Elysium. So there will be no violence against other kindred. There will be no violence against any of the invited mortals, and any, aside from feeding, but we only serve consensualists here. And with the consensualist
fair.
means you still have to lick the blood clean, or lick the wound clean, and cast something to make them forget.
That's fair enough. Question, as per the violence, if I am the sheriff, and I promise to uphold the rules of Elysium and whatnot, as the Succubus Club, as we're here. However, as the sheriff, if violence does pop off, I retain the right to end it if it need be. Of course, to keep the peace.
Of course, you are the sheriff. And the prince did say you would be here specifically for one purpose. To keep the peace.
Of course, always.
Now,
Again, pleasure to meet you, though. As I like reach for Portia's hand,
she'll do one of these.
and I'll give it a little smooch.
She looks at you very approvingly. You can tell that this is somebody who, like, if she was looking at an OKC profile, she would swipe right.
I mean, I am beautiful. I have that merit. But I do. Like, so it is a pleasure to finally put a face to the name.
Oh, you are too kind. Now, the prince spoke with us earlier and said that we were to let you know when an Isadora Valeska arrived with her ghoul.
Yes. Has she?
Yes, she has, and I have given her the VIP treatment. She is on the second floor in a rather secluded area, but again, I must reinforce, there's to be no violence in my club, unless you were stopping it. Now,
Always.
I'm not going to ask questions that I'm not privy to know the answer or understand the history, but I couldn't help but notice that she is rather important. If you are to collect her for the prince, and I say that term delicately and with many layers, I would recommend you going out the back and not the front. We have a reputation to uphold as well. Anything outside of the front will be probably filmed, probably pictures would be taken, probably on social media instantly, and we all need to uphold the masquerade. as I'm sure you know.
Always. And don't worry, pictures of me rarely show up clear. But I will keep in mind what you said. The prince has asked me to make sure that she is very well received this evening. So,
Of course. I was also told that you are looking for the ghoul. He is at her side. He seems to not want to leave it.
understandable. No ghoul ever wants to leave there.
Of course. Well, without further ado, I welcome you to our Succubus Club. I hope you have a killer evening.
Two of my friends will be walking in shortly.
Oh?
They are also here, as I and Alexander are under the prince's purview.
Of course. Can I have names, please?
Jean-Pierre and Simone.
Excellent. I will be sure to write that down. And she's going to make like a little note as she steps aside to allow you two to enter.
John, what wasn't the whole point of going in separately? Did not tell the hosts that we were going in together.
Yes, the thing is, it's only my job to handle violence, and if violence breaks out, no one else is to step in. So if they were to step in without being made aware that they were allowed to step in, they would not be allowed to step in.
But then what? Okay. Another idea. Would it make sense if you and me, we might not be people, went and go put the explosives at the stadium, and then Sai and Jean-Pierre got the ghoul? Huh?
That's fair.
Just thinking out loud.
I'm sure that'd be a good idea. Yeah. We should let them know somehow, maybe.
Yeah, let's wait for them to come in like 2 minutes.
Okay, yeah. It just stands awkwardly near the door.
Amazing. I'm going to turn it to Jean-Pierre and Sai now.
All right, Jean-Pierre, after you.
I'm gonna say we're walking like arms looped, as we like kind of go in. And Jean-Pierre is particularly walking like a little bit slower than he normally would because he wants to just have a brief conversation with Simone, or at the very least just ask her a singular question. As they're going, Simone, I think I said Simone. Sai, you know that the little secret, the dirty little secret that you found out about, that isn't something that you have shared with anybody else, right? Like, you wouldn't do that.
I'm sorry, which dirty little secret?
The fact that I'm not in Clan Toreador, the whole, yeah.
Oh yeah, no. This secret's been saved with me. You know this by now. And by secret, it's not even that juicy, so I got you.
You're muted. Oh no, he can't hear us.
Oh,
yeah, it's
dear.
doing that thing again.
Okay, should be back. Is it
Yeah,
back?
you're back.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
100%.
Jean-Pierre's going to say, it's honestly, it was just something I had to ask. I needed to just get it off of my head. I don't know. I appreciate your honesty, though. Thank you.
Oh, darling, paranoia doesn't suit you. It's kind of more my accessory, but no, don't ever worry. I've got you until we don't. But, you know, that's another future time, and it doesn't matter right now. So in that case, I guess we shall head to the front door.
You see the keeper and Portia, who are like checking off names and like like letting the velvet greeting personally, like very important people. And then you get to the front and say your names, I assume.
Yeah. Jean-Pierre.
Sigh.
Oh yes, welcome. We have been expecting you. The sheriff has said that you two would be arriving soon. Welcome to the Succubus Club. Okay, like fucking John's like over in the corner.
Oh, John let you know. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Then better go see what.
Just
go hang out with
talk
John.
to John then. Sounds good to me.
Yes, just a quick.
Start walking that way.
Wait! Quick rules. I'm so sorry. This is an Elysium, so we just need to be mindful that there is no violence on other kindred and no violence except to feed on the mortals. However, they are all consensualists, so if that is not your cup of tea, then you will have to be sated elsewhere. You will also, if you do decide to feed on any of our available mortals, you have to make sure that you lick all wounds clean and perform any sort of memory augmentation to make sure that they do not recall what happened. This is a normal nightclub, for lack of a better word.
All right, so clean up after ourselves. But I had to ask about the violence against other folks. If it's consensual, is that cool? Or should we?
We are not a fight club.
Offside?
We are a nightclub. So please take all violence outside.
Okay, fair.
Thank you. Please enjoy your stay while you're here. I'm just going to open up the velvet rope for you too.
I'm gonna walk to where John is awkwardly standing, so I imagine, because he's waving at us.
Yeah, hi. That's my bad. I messed up the plan.
Oh, it's not saying he's messing up a plan. It's just changing it and making it better.
Yeah.
Improvise.
So,
yeah.
What current version, just so that I am caught up, what current version of the plan are we doing? And where are we doing the explosion specifically?
Oh, look at Alex.
Eagle Stadium.
Okay.
It has all the light.
Okay. Okay. So how do we lure them, though? Oh, go ahead, Sai.
Perhaps we should move to a more secluded place really quick, yeah.
Here, let's go to a bathroom stall.
Let's do it.
Those are always pretty secluded, yeah, actually.
Well, luckily, none of you have to suffer the bathroom problem where there's a line out the door around the corner, because the majority of the people here don't use the bathroom anymore. It's actually pretty vacant, and you find easily you can stand pretty much anywhere in this bathroom and have a pretty quiet private conversation.
Okay, I thought John and I could go plant the explosives. I am not a people person. And
Okay.
You two are?
I mean, I can be.
You're likable. You're fun.
You're muted again, by the way. I believe in you.
Yeah. Whereas John has the bombs and I have the technological know-how.
I mean, it could be beneficial for us to divide and conquer these tasks, but where are they? Have they arrived yet?
Yes, upstairs with the ghoul.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You just gotta
So-
figure out a way to get the ghoul
Can you
away
guys hear
from
me? Is
her.
it making noise again?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Basic functions. Basic functions. Sorry about that.
You're okay.
All right, so they're here. We have to lure them out. Do we know anything else about the ghoul? Because they, like, can we lure the ghoul away from her? Like,
Yeah.
Wait a
here's
second.
an
I have an
entire
idea.
psychological dossier
I have
from
a
social
really good
media.
idea.
Go for
Okay. Alex, you looked up the ghoul and the ghoul's family, right? Can you maybe show me like a profile of one of his like family members? All right,
Yeah,
so I'm gonna
here
take-
are 5.
Okay. I'm going to go to this person's social media and listen to this all out of character. I'm going to listen to their voice because what I want to do to lure the ghoul out is use chemistry to mimic it so that they feel like they are hearing this person either distressed or being hurt. I will run for it, but I need to hear it first. So I'm going to go to just like a video and something. I find some dumb video where he's talking about like IPAs or something equally, and I learn I get enough of his pattern for his voice. And I'm
Yeah,
gonna hand the phone back to Alex.
yeah. You get a video. You find a video of his brother, and it's like they're at like Love City, sitting on like the tables outside, drinking like a fucking tonewood fuego, and they're they're like talking about like, man, the hops level is just perfect and it goes right like really well with the citrus notes, and they sound like real assholes. Like, it's been a bit since you've drinking beer, but this sounds like the word. Like, if you could vomit, you would vomit if you were in person hearing this conversation. But he is just going on and on and on about the fucking citrus notes, and if you had to recreate his voice, you could talk all day long about oranges.
Got it. Okay. Excellent. This isn't something that I think Jean-Pierre could share with the group because a Toreador shouldn't be able to do this, and so I think that he won't tell the party, but we'll just say that I'm confident. I have an idea that I'm pretty sure will definitively lure at least the ghoul out. The Isadora, I mean, she seems to like want him by her side. Maybe it'll be a 2-for-1. I think it's worth trying. While you two are in the stadium.
Okay.
Isadora needs to be led away. There's no capturing her here, at least not without significant collateral damage.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
It's great when people give me rules. I hear little truths in there, and they said no violence would be allowed. What happens if a fight broke out?
If a fight broke out, I'd have to stop it. That's my job.
What does stopping entail? Can you eject the people? Like, what happens?
I imagine
It
so.
ranges,
I could start
ranges
shit. I'm
anywhere.
just saying.
It ranges anywhere from stopping it by separating them or removing them to killing them.
I see where you're going, Sai. Luckily, we're really good friends with the sheriff.
Yeah. How do we trigger the killing part?
Well, as long as a fight happens, if someone breaks the rules, I'm well within my right as a sheriff to kill them.
Oh, so like, out of character, I'm also thinking that Jean-Pierre could mimic like a phone call or something, or like try to mimic the voice of the brother, call him and say that he's like distressed, like being held by a monster, like I'm at Eagle Stadium, I need you to come get me, like all of that. What if we did that? What do you think?
Are you saying that in
It sounds
character?
like we have 2 ideas.
No, actually, I like the fight version better because that's like it's the most chaotic, and also there are like there's some kindred here who deserve a real good face punching. So who are we looking at? What are we thinking?
Okay, so thoughts. I mean, I can just pretend I think that she looks like someone from my past that I fucking hate and just, start cursing her out or whatever, just to try and get her to punch me at least so that John can, eject her. But once they're outside the parking lot, unless you want to kill her on sight.
Wait. Once they're out of the club, violence is allowed.
Okay.
This is true.
Yeah.
So, I'm down to fight anybody anywhere, but are we doing it here at the stadium?
Okay. We have a lot of ideas. We love the enthusiasm. Do we want to blow up Eagles Stadium?
Yes, that is non-negotiable. I thought that was like an inextricable part.
Okay.
I mean, we could still just do that.
It is part of the structural integrity of this plan is that Eagle Stadium.
Yeah, okay. That's a requirement. So, yes, you.
Okay, what if you arrest me and Isabel and take us in their truck to Eagle Stadium?
Wait. Thinking, what if you pick a fight with the ghoul? We arrest the ghoul, bring the ghoul to Eagle Stadium, send her a message with cutout letters from newspapers and shit, and then make her go there for a ransom. And then we blow her up and the ghoul. Ha!
I like a lot of components of what you just said. The only thing that I think I might do just a little bit of screw tightening on is maybe instead of the magazine letters, we we could either force him to scream and say that he needs help, or I'm pretty sure that as long as we get him, we can definitely lure her. Yeah, let's start with her ghoul.
Okay. Sai, you work with Jean-Pierre to get this fight. John and I will go and plant bombs. And then we'll be ready for the ghoul in the center of Eagle Stadium. Yeah?
I think there's a problem with the plan already, though. Is that I have to be here, or I have to be here for that fight. It seems at least because none of you have the ability to act as a sheriff. Because
I'll go put the explosives up. I will do it. I volunteer.
To what?
To go with you to put the explosives up. Let's swap out. Meaning that John and Sai stay here. You and I go to Eagle Stadium and plant explosives.
Can you drive?
Yes. Yep.
I'll get a lift. Okay. And John.
You having me?
John is not laughing. I'm laughing. I want to be clear. John is normal.
Correct me. John.
Yeah.
Are the explosives in your car? Do you have a location? Give it to me on my phone. Ah!
Okay, hold on. Look, and I hand my phone to Jean-Pierre.
Yeah. Where?
Look in. Don't look at anything else. I swear. Look at.
Too late. I see you, John. I'm sorry. You were saying something. Continue.
I mean, you've seen it, but John just says that and continues to go, but then he goes. But then I just go, look and text a message with Jim Bob. It's pretty far back, but you'll find a message in there with a place. That's usually the place where he drops stuff off to me.
Okay. I say, Alex, you and I, let's lift it there right now. We should move quick, right? Because I imagine this is going to take some amount of time.
Yeah, the lift will be here in 3 minutes. It's Philly. It's not Idaho. It's fine.
You're gonna use a lift to go pick up explosives?
Yeah, we'll put them in a shopping bag.
Yeah, I have a silver stylus. I can use a phone. It's fine. God.
What are they going to TSA check us before we get in the Uber Lyft? I will give them a 1-star rating in such a heartbeat. But Sai, I want to make sure you're okay with the plan before we go. You're feeling good about this?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna yell at them about something about that they killed my cat. I don't know. I haven't decided. I'm gonna play it by ear. I'm gonna just slap someone.
Make chaos reign. in my absence. I wish I was going with you, but explosives, you know.
I mean, I understand, but whether to slap someone randomly across the face or explosives, I would also probably lean to the explosives, but just barely, just a smidge.
Maybe we'll
but have
save at
fun.
least one for you. I mean,
lift is
the Eagle
arriving.
Stadium is pretty big. Oh, the lift's here. All right.
I need my
I'm
phone
here
back.
going in for hugs for both John and Cy before. All right. Let's pull this off. We'll see you guys when we get back, or we'll see you when you show up to Eagle Stadium.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna
Blow yourself up.
I'm gonna split y'all up now. We're gonna start with Alex and Jean-Pierre. You get into the lift, and it's this, college kid just looking to make ends meet. He's like, hey, how's it going? Are you Alexander?
Yes!
Oh,
Alexander Shadotower, Darkmaster of the Fang!
right. All right, cool. Where are you going?
It's on the phone.
To the address that we put in the app.
Duh.
No small
What
talk.
do you mean?
Got it. Okay. I'll just talk to myself.
We appreciate that. Alex,
Yeah.
are you still upset with me? Now we have this time to unpack this.
All of these feelings.
You think that I can't tell? You think I can't see it?
I think he's upset.
No one
I need
asked you to
you-
hear me.
Sir, to focus on the road. You're driving currently. Thank you.
Right.
Yeah, I'm frustrated.
Why? You can't just be frustrated and angry at me and then not tell me why. That's like super unfair.
You abandoned me.
Fear of abandonment
Okay,
is
that-
a really serious thing. Like my therapist
Hey!
is Right.
Focus on the road. What are you
Right.
doing? You just locked the star. My God.
Oh God,
I
no.
am so sorry. That's so rude, Alex.
Like, why would you do that? Huh?
Yeah, okay, so now that I know that leaving you during that plan, but also having confidence in your capacity to get out of that dangerous situation, I do want to paint myself in a good light. Yeah, I guess I could understand how you'd be upset about that, but I'm sorry. And look, now we're about to go blow up fucking Eagle Stadium. This is the best thing to mend our friendship over.
That's fair. All of Philadelphia will be so mad.
Wait, you guys said you're gonna
Shut up,
blow up
Jeremy.
Eagle Stadium?
No.
Metaphorically, God, drive. Jesus Christ.
Ah!
Oh my God.
So you get to the drop off point, and it's safe to say that there's just like a lockbox situation with a code that Jean-Pierre, you would have seen in John's phone.
Beep, boop, boop, beep.
Do I just keep the me? Are you done? Or
No. we're gonna
let's
code
do another. Order off Uber. No, go. You've done your service. Bye, sir.
Go, Jeremy.
all right. I'm an Uber driver too. As he drives away.
I gave you 1 star.
No, you feel a single tear like fall out of the window and smack you in the face.
And with my silver stylus, I'm going to order a car on Uber to Eagle Stadium.
Yeah.
But it's like an SUV request because luggage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Car is ordered. Let's go.
You're muted again. It's okay.
Get in the garage and go. Car's almost here. What, Jean-Pierre? Do you have something to say? Just get it out. Come on. Oh my God. There's so
Sorry,
many
can you hear
about
me now?
feelings.
Yes, we can hear you now. Yes.
There we
yes.
go.
You're okay. You're fine.
I'm so happy that we're friends again. I really am.
So you get it's a silver SUV pulls up, and there is a younger girl in the driver's seat, and she says, "Are you Alexander?"
Yes, Stacy. I am Alexander Shadotower, Dark Master of the Fang.
Oh, that's really scary. Okay, come in the back seat. Just don't get anything in the back seat. This is my dad's car.
That sounds good. Can we put something in the trunk? Can you? pop
Yeah,
that
yeah,
for me?
whatever.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna put all of our luggage, verbal air quotes, into the trunk. Close the trunk and then get in the Uber.
Yeah, before he gets in and with her all the way up front, Alexander's just gonna whisper, "Kill this one."
Okay, you all buckled in?
I
Yep.
cannot die. I am undying. I am death.
Oh, I think I knew you in high school. Okay, Eagle Stadium. It's not even
Thank
an Eagles game
you.
right now, but whatever. I guess, different strokes for different folks.
Mm-hmm. And my stroke is minding my own business. You should try it.
We are really big fans of the Eagles. Ah!
You are really funny. I don't watch sports. I'm not really a sports girl, but
I love soccer.
soccer is a sport. Yeah, you're weird. Okay, so it'll just be 10 minutes. I have to go on 95 because there's this traffic in this area. So I hope you don't mind. Oh, watch out, pothole. Okay.
Just at this moment, of oh my god, just white panic because of the explosive in the trunk.
Yeah.
Like a pothole would be oh my god, fuck. Okay, hey, what was her? Whatever your name is, I need you to avoid potholes. I need you to drive safe. Okay.
My name is Melissa.
Becky.
Thank you, Melissa. I
Not
appreciate
Becky. My
your
best
service.
friend's name is Becky. She's also an Uber driver. She makes a lot more money than me.
That all tracks.
Great. Okay, I'll go as smooth as possible, but it's Philadelphia, so I don't know. I can't promise anything. Great.
I have a condition. If I'm rattled too much, it'll break my bones. So I just want you to know that and have that as your conscious or on your conscious.
Oh my
as you're
god.
driving. Be
That
very.
is really, really scary. My grandma had brittle bones
I know.
when
I'm
she was
so
older.
brave for sharing about it.
Yeah, she died.
Okay. Fun story. I'm gonna look to Alex and look over his shoulder to see how much is left in the Uber ride to see how close we are. Looking for the wheel car to see.
Yeah, you hit a little bit of bumper to bumper traffic, but not for long. She does, however, announce every time there is a red light, or every time there's a pothole, or every time she approaches a stop sign. So by the 13th stop sign, you've heard her say, "Watch out! There's a stop sign. Don't want to hurt your bones." And she pulls up into the parking lot, very empty parking lot, to the Eagle Stadium. Are you sure you're trying to get
Yep.
here?
Okay.
Oh,
Bye. See you
Okay.
later, Melissa. Can you pop the
thank
trunk for us?
Yeah, whatever. She pops the trunk.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah.
I had better servants when Germany was collapsing.
What?
Okay. Story for a different time. Wow, she does not know how to mind her own business. I say it to Alex as well. Talking shit about her. Terrible. Oh my god.
I'm going to flip over now to John and Sai. So as the other two leave, what are you two doing?
All right, John, how much time do you think they need to do all this stuff, including planting bombs, before we start this, whatever we're doing?
I'd say give them about 10-minute head start and we'll be fine.
10 minutes. Okay, cool.
Oh no.
Let's disperse like we were gonna do before, and we'll just meander about. Yeah. I'll keep an eye on you, but let's make it
Okay.
not too obvious that we're doing what we're doing.
Okay, so don't act suspiciously.
Yeah.
Or
At
act
least-
really suspicious.
And act less suspicious than you usually act.
Okay. What I normally do. Okay, well, let's split up. I'm gonna stand in the corner and watch people for a little bit, and then I'll make my way upstairs.
See, it's not that suspicious. It's fine. Yeah. All right. And I'll just go mingle and talk to people as a sheriff and stuff. I gotta make the rounds, political stuff and all that. Just make sure we do not want to start a fight with her. She won't fight us in here, but we gotta get out quick. Because again, outside is a whole different story.
Of course. So we'll just jump in your car and be arrested, and then... Okay, I just need to just get the person to hit me. Got it. I could probably do that. People want to hit me all the time.
Are
Are you okay?
I mean, as the night goes on, a little less, but I'm putting on my brave face for it now, or faces. What time is? Did I eat enough today? Did I take my meds? No. Okay, so answer is yes, no, maybe, both. I don't know. Let's just do this. We got this.
All right. Well, okay, just to let you know, I got your back. Okay, I'm here for you.
Okay. Cool. Okay, I got this. I will see you upstairs with blood drawn. Don't murder the ghoul. Remember that. Okay.
It's not too much, yeah.
All right, so I'll exit the bathroom and wander around and start feeling I might be a little bit more anxious overall because I got this like clever plan that I think I'm gonna fuck up.
Yeah.
Please. So
Yeah.
we'll find out what happens.
I'm gonna have you roll. Roll charisma and performance. Actually, no,
Okay.
composure and performance.
Not believing
Oh
you.
no.
You only need one success.
Oh, hey! Low bars.
And performance. Oh god. Oh shit. Fell on the floor. Okay, both failed.
Okay. All right. So as you exit the bathroom, it's weirdly enough, a lot more soundproof than you expected it to be. This like cacophony of like bass and music just kind of hits you on your way out, and you're immediately like overstimulated with the sounds and the lights. It is a nightclub. There's like the red and blues going on. People that are hanging from those like hoops that are dancing on the hoops, and then you've got a couple ribbon dancers on stage. It's dark in some spots, like pockets of just black, and then there's pockets of like strobe, and it's all just a lot. And it's almost as if every single sensation is asking you, did you eat? Did you take your meds? Did you eat? Did you take your meds? Did you eat? Did you take your meds? And it's just a lot. And as you kind of like wander through, there are people that you accidentally bump into, and you know, like someone's like, "Hey, watch it," and somebody else is like, "Please."
What am I looking
like,
at?
You've got just like a couple of very obviously kindred who are just kind of like were vibing until you ran into them, and they just sort of like turn and are like, "Are you good?"
Sometimes. No, just keep walking.
Okay. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You are gonna look a little bit like a little bit wiry. So you're gonna have to like calm your shit soon.
That's cool. It just, there's all these lights and there's darkness and lights, but they're not the right type of lights. Those people I think I've made enemies or friends with. I haven't decided yet. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. There's no pressure, nothing about explosives. Okay. I'm gonna take some deep breaths. I remember this I've read a couple self-help books. I got this, okay? And I'm gonna panic a little bit in the corner.
Yeah, so what we see is somebody who can't breathe, taking manual deep breaths. So it's like a hollow inhale, exhale, and there's nothing going in or coming out. It's just a like a movement. That's it. You are right next to a bar, and there is a bartender at the end who looks over at you and kind of like leans and says like, hey, are you okay? You good? Do you need water?
Yes, I would like a human glass of water.
Okay, that's a way you can phrase that. And what type?
The ones without blood in it.
I'm sorry.
Is there a menu for water? I don't know. Is there like a menu for water? What's the types? I forget because I've been.
He leans
drinking.
forward and he's like, "Come here. Do you want blood or water?"
Oh yes. Okay. I'm gonna go with blood. I'm gonna go with the blood.
Okay. All right. What blood type? If you're not sure,
Whatever's on tap.
we got. Oh my God, we have them all on tap. If you don't know what blood type you want, we've got universal.
I'm gonna go with any universal works for me.
Oh boy. All right. And they go away really quick and just pour a glass. It weirdly enough, like the people that are like the way that the lights are kind of hitting this part of the bar, everything, whatever the drink is, looks like it's tinted red. So it's really easy to like fake like what is coming out of the taps. And he comes over and he slides it over and he says, seriously, are you okay? Are you good? You looked a little. Do I need to get? Do you need an angel shot? Are you okay?
Oh, no, I. You know what? It's been a while since someone's asked me how I've been, and you know, you got kind eyes over there. I'm okay. I'm good now. I got my water. And
yeah, hold on. I can't. Okay, you're good.
I'm good. Oh yes. That was lovely meeting you.
Okay, good. Thank you. And he's gonna go off and help the next person. John, where are you going?
I am just mingling. I'm keeping a like sort of eye on Sai there, but for the most part, I think there was a moment where I started to go over there and be like, "Are you?" But then I saw the bartender was doing it, so I was like, "Okay." So I'm just mingling with people. I'm keeping an eye on both sides and sort of like trying, not obviously at all. I'm trying to be so subtle, but probably failing a little bit, like because he's terrible at being subtle. But yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on everything and just making sure that doing my job as a sheriff, you know.
Roll wits plus investigation. Wits plus awareness.
Oh, lovely. That's an okay dice pool for me.
You also just need one.
Oh, lovely. That's 6 die for me.
Oh, Jesus.
That's 3 successes.
All right, yeah. You notice that there is this particular Succubus Club is open to, you heard, invite only for mortals, and there seems to be a little bit of a liberal like vibe when it comes to the kindred here. You notice that it's not just Camarilla, it's also anarchs, but you pick up on behavior that leads you to believe there might be a pack here, a Sabbat pack. It could just be a very tight coterie, but this particular pack that's walking through, they're not causing any trouble. You're just noticing that the kind of the variety of kindred that are here. They're very like stoic and just kind of walking single file through. No one cares. People just vibe how they want to vibe. But the only thing that you're noticing is that none of the mortal people seem to care also. And humans are a little bit more worried about their appearance or like their surroundings. But they seem to all be very into the energy here. It's almost the only thing that's making you uncomfortable is that it is so peaceful and there are so many different types of kindred that are here that it's almost like a ticking time bomb. Like something is gonna happen, and that you might be the cause of that thing, or that you might be creating something huge is big for breaching the Masquerade.
And then I go back to mingling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like. There's that brief moment. He's just kind of like, huh. So how's everything at your state? Yeah.
We're gonna go over to Alexander and Jean-Pierre again. You are now in the stadium.
Gross.
It definitely smells like piss. And sweat.
It's Philly. I would like to use an ability, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have the obfuscate ability, Cloak of Shadows, and I also have Unseen Passage.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to use Unseen Passage to move about the stadium once we get in and place the bombs underneath the field, because I know that there would be like tunnels underneath the grass.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to, I assume, place the ghoul bound and restrained in the center of the field.
Mm-hmm.
And when the vampire we've been hunting goes to the ghoul and we explode the field, I would want those bombs to explode right there. So I'd like to place our bombs right underneath that spot.
Yeah, perfect. So you, is it a free action or is it a rouse check?
Oh, okay. So, let me take a double check. Cloak of Shadows requires me, I believe, not to move. So, Unseen Passage does require a rouse check.
All right. Roll that D10.
I succeeded. Haha.
Brilliant. Yeah, you...
I actually have Unseen Passage too.
Okay.
So we can both be invisible and plant these bombs around the stadium. I got a rouse check for it, but we get to be like, this is some solid snake shit, dude.
Fuck yeah, do it.
And I would also like to maybe use my intelligence and technology to place them with maximum effectiveness.
Yeah, roll that.
I would love to.
I'm going to use my riding coattails to just
Yeah,
ask Alex where the best place is.
And I rolled 4 successes.
Gee. Sus. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you all role play it.
Okay. We will do this quietly and discreetly, and you will do everything I say.
There are parts of that I really vibe with, and then there's a component that we can talk about later that I would.
I know you're a sub, it's fine. Just follow me.
We have had this conversation so many times. When we talked about assumptions, Alex. Look, this is not the time.
You're not a dumb, shut up. Just do what I tell you to do. Put the bombs over there.
All right. I need
to the left.
Very specific instructions. So one bomb goes here. The second bomb goes
3 inches to the left.
Okay.
Thank you.
This looks good, right?
Sure.
All right.
All right.
Are we having this conversation? We're like bickering like this when we're invisible. I would love for somebody in the stadium to like walk by.
I'm imagining like a dark miasma of like black tendrils encircling us that like the mortals cannot see or perceive, and you and I are bickering like an old couple of queens.
Mhm.
Yeah, you see somebody who's like in like the janitorial services with like one of those yellow buckets that's pushing like the big cart from one bathroom to the next, and like he stops and he pulls his phone out and he's like playing with it and trying to figure out where like what app is open that has sound, and he's like, is it my fucking YouTube in the background? No.
And like
Hello?
mid-conversation, Alexander just reaches down and turns his volume down for him.
Yeah, he's like, as he has his phone up to his ear, you're able to like turn the volume down, and he's like, oh, piece of shit, there's no service in this place, and then he keeps going.
I thought we were being stealthy, but maybe not.
Maybe we should like.
Yeah, okay, that's fine, just shush. Just put the bombs where I tell you to. Okay?
All right. I'm putting the bombs. Jeez.
And then we can blow up Eagles Stadium.
And we're gonna go back over to John and Sai. You have been, it's probably been about 15 minutes have passed.
Okay, so I'm holding my little bloody drink, and I'm gonna look, kind of gesture over, try and make eye contact with John without waving, but I really want to because I don't know if he can see me or not.
I'd say he's been keeping an eye on you, so he probably will at some point.
All right, so in that case, I want to go up to the. We said there was a second floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it was in a VIP area. Is it easy for me to find the two of them?
Yeah.
What
so
roles
they're-
do you need?
No, it's pretty easy. She told you exactly where they were. You see like a big semicircle couch, and it's got like, it's very Scarface in terms of like the type of like cheesy like padded cushions kind of thing, and like the red velvet and the marble table kind of like with like the metal edge. And you see a few people that are just kind of like draped around very like seductively around this area, and there's a few like cups that are half empty and mostly empty, and then there's there's a woman that's kind of like laying back on the table, like she's laying backwards, and she's sprawled out on the table, and she's got some puncture marks in her neck and on her wrists, and they're just kind of vibing. And you see Isadora is sitting kind of on the edge, and Tristan is in her lap kind of brushing her hair.
Aw, I don't want to break up this image, but can I get close enough to just, I don't know, just even get some insight of what's kind of going on in Tristan's mind a little bit?
Yeah, do you have any moves for that?
I don't know if it would help. Let me just check. Maybe not. Well, in that case, if they just look all cuddly and cozy, is what you said, then I'm just going to lean in with that. So in that case, I am just going to choose, if that's cool, to walk up directly to well, more like stumble up to Tristan.
Do you, I'm going to have you, before you start stumbling, roll, oh my gosh, I cannot read this. Roll what you need to roll for the dice pool underneath premonition. Roll that.
Okay. That should be
Ooh.
1.
I'll say after about a minute after I see Sai walk up the stairs, I'll start slowly making my way up them too.
Well, I got two crits, so that'll make it 4.
Great. Was any of those 10s on a hunger die?
No.
Okay. So as you start, like, you like get up like the liquid courage to like move forward, and it feels like you've been hit with like this invisible wall, and you stop short, and you pull like a "that's so Raven" moment where it like goes into your eye, and you see a image. There's like you see Isadora, and her image splits, like her picture, her body splits in half and kind of like unravels, like falls, like as if somebody sliced her in half, and it starts to fall, and this like butterfly effect, like cracking of glass happens around, and you follow the left one first, and the left one has her seeing right through you. You start to confront Tristan, and she stands up and touches your arm, and you feel, your body feels in this moment like you have been filled with like poison, essentially. Like, just you feel this necrotic energy just consume you as you're having this vision. And and you look, and her hand on your shoulder kind of has these black inky veins go underneath your skin down your whole body, and then you follow, it pulls out, shoots back out, and it follows the right side of her split body, and that side you see you confronting Tristan and her not touching you, and you're able to get away with Tristan, and then you see an explosion, and that is what completes your vision, and you come back.
Okay. Hold on. What the? Okay. I've had that before. Oh, fuck. I feel sick. Okay. Left, poison, right, explosions, I think. Okay. So at this point, I'm a lot more frazzled, by the way. So can I continue forward then and
Yeah.
and run up to Tristan? Okay. You, okay. Hi. You don't know me, but I see you. I saw you twice, and I don't understand, but you're gonna bring pain, so you have to go, and I'm gonna grab on to Tristan in my middle of my rants and just yank. Then we go, and I'm just, is it you? You're the bad person. I will claw him right in the face. Continue to ramble a little bit.
Yeah, roll. It will be strength plus brawl.
Sweet.
I believe in you.
Oh, I got this.
Is John watching this? Does John see this from across the
John
room?
was making his way up the stairs. This is our storyteller if he gets there at this point.
Only one success.
Okay, that's fine. So, because you're grabbing onto him anyways, and he is surprised. So that's all you're gonna need. John, you make it up as they claw across their face, across Tristan's face, and you see like the scene that's before you looks like a live like Renaissance painting that's like slowed down for you in time, where you see the claw go across Tristan's face, the hand go across Tristan's face, and like a splitting open of skin down his eye, his nose, and his other eye, down his cheek. And you see slowly that he starts to grab onto his face. And you also see Isadora put her hands on the table, and she slowly starts to stand. And you see Sai, they start to like reel back in a panic as they're grabbing onto Tristan. And slowly these heads of the people around you are all turning towards the commotion that has been started as Tristan lets out a cry in pain.
I have 2 questions.
Mm-hmm.
2 questions here. The first question, quite honestly, I'm still gonna do the thing, even if the first question isn't what I want. But anyway, are there humans up here?
Yes.
Can I tell? Okay.
Yes.
Second question: how far are they from me?
They are about, I'd say, 20 feet.
Wonderful. Soaring leap. Right into the middle of them.
Yeah. I don't think that's actually a roll at all. So yeah,
I can jump 10 meters horizontally and 6 vertically.
Beautiful.
So 10 meters is 32 feet, which is a wild time.
Yeah. Perfect. So in that panic, I think that's what stops the slow motion kind of effect for you. As you jump forward into the middle, everything just goes back to like full speed. And you see Tristan reel back and writhing in pain. He's like, "What the fuck? My face! Fuck! You bitch!" And you see Isadora, she stands up to her full height, and she is like about 5'10". She's a pretty tall woman, and she has got this really, really perfect, like inhumanly perfect, thick blonde hair that's just in these ringlets all the way down. And she's wearing this very well-fitting black dress. It's a gown that goes all the way down to the ground, and it almost like tapers out at the end. Everything about, and she's wearing these gloves, these black gloves that go all the way up past her elbow. And her lipstick is as red as sin. She's got the most perfect makeup. She is somebody who, she may be stupid technology-wise and so out of touch, but the methodicism in how she presents herself speaks to a woman who you do not mess with.
Yeah, I soaring leap right there, right in between her and them. But then I turn to the both of them, and I just like pull them apart.
Tristan starts to go like, "What the fuck? You can't just get off of me. I didn't do anything." And
This is for your safety.
Isadora, she stands up and she starts to pull off one of her gloves finger by finger.
Remind me, what was her last name again?
Velosky.
Miss Velosky, you know the rules. I can't allow you to get involved.
She stops at her pinky finger. "Sheriff, I believe this one has harmed my ghoul in an Elysium."
This is very true.
"I'll be
This one
taking my
poisoned
ghoul."
me.
Allow me, as an apology for this behavior, for this one, to take your ghoul to a hospital, as well as take this one.
We have
be.
hospitals specifically for us.
Ghouls are still human, are they not? He will heal faster, but not
This one's special
fast.
to me.
If you like, I will text you the location that I take him to.
Very well. I can't argue with the sheriff. I certainly don't want to cause rifts in the middle of our Succubus Club. And she looks at Sai. "I'm sure this one will
This
be
one will
paying
be
for
brought-
it."
I will bring them in front of the prince, and the prince will sentence them as he sees fit.
"Of course. Let's go." And she snaps her fingers, and like weird sort of like cogs in a machine, they all just sort of like get up. Everybody just sort of gets up and falls into place and kind of like follows her as she storms off.
I just rip like my shirt like from the front and just put it to his face and apply pressure there. You don't want to.
Oh, fuck! This hurts. Damn it.
Yeah, I know. Come on, we're going to the hospital, and then I lead them both to. I have them both like in custody. Like I have them both like by the. No, I have the one by the. I have Sai custody like by the neck, the back of the neck, and then I just have and I'm leading. I'm like hand on the back, leading. What's his face to my car.
Yeah. You see as you all walk out, you see Portia at the front, and she kind of grabs onto Sai's shoulder, or Sai's arm, and leans in and says, I said no violence inside the club.
I don't remember any violence. I think it might have been an accident.
And she looks at the bleeding, the soaking, wet, bloody tank top, and she says, "This will be your last Succubus Club."
Oh no, I understand. Maybe one day I can regain favor, but I understand. Rules are rules.
She'll step
out the back.
Yes.
Out the back, right, Portia?
Yes, out the back.
I lean them out the back into my car as fast as I can.
Yeah. As you drive away, you notice as you pull out of the parking lot, a minute later, you see headlights that seem like they are trailing you.
I let just for convenience sake, if you'll allow me, I let I put Sai in the back seat, and then let what's his face,
Tristan,
because John doesn't remember his name, in the front seat, and I'm going to, as soon as I see these headlights, because all except my my windshield are blacked out, so I'm gonna reach over and whack him in the face to try to knock him out.
Okay, roll strength plus brawl.
Oh yeah, this is what I do. Oh yeah. This is gonna be
John is the party tank, the muscle.
this is 8 dice for me. I want you to understand this.
Jeez.
Oh shit.
That's right. I build fighties. I might scan it on, and then 2 more. Okay. Oh, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Ooh.
Okay. That will get him a bit of superficial damage. I mean, I know he's not human, or he's not like actually a kindred, but you see as you go and like whack him in the face, you hear a crunch as his nose breaks, and he slumps down in the seat, unconscious.
It's okay. The pain's not gonna last too long anyway. He's gonna die. Sai, I need you to get on the phone with
That's a very valid point.
I need you to get on the phone with Alex and Jean-Pierre. Let them know we're being followed.
I mean, do you want me to call them? Do you want me to just text? Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna call them.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna call Alexander.
He's like placing C4 on the ceiling underneath the very center of the Canadian field.
What's your ringtone? That's the big question.
Yeah.
For you, it is the recording of a song from 1928 in German from Berlin.
Lovely.
So is it like 98 red balloons instead of 99?
33 red balloons.
There it is. All right. Hey, we're are you there?
Yes. We're putting the bombs on in the field. It's underneath the field. What do you want?
Okay, we're in the car, and I think that we're probably being followed. So we're gonna come in really hot. Are you all? How much time do you all need?
Probably about 5 minutes. So that's probably good. I don't think subtlety is the answer here for you. Can you out drive the driver behind you who's following you in the drive?
Well, it hasn't turned into a full-on chase yet because right now they think we're taking Tristan over here to the hospital because I might have clawed off half the face and I believe a broken nose as well. That's John. That was me.
That sounds fun.
So if you just need 5 minutes, hey,
Wait, hold on.
Hey,
Give
John.
me the other brick of C4.
What?
Thanks.
There you go.
How much more time, John? Just out of curiosity.
How much more time, Storyteller?
Probably
What is she saying, Alec?
maybe 10 minutes.
They're on their way.
About 10 minutes.
They'll be here in about
Okay.
10 minutes.
All right. Is there a spot you want us to get to? Like, what's the?
Yeah, have the ghoul tied up and bound so they can't move in the very center of the field. Don't be near it.
Okay. You just. We don't have any rope here, but can we just? What if the ghoul was dead and we just placed them there? They won't know until.
Have them be alive at the moment. Can you do that? You're creative. I believe in you.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Well, then we'll see you in 10 minutes. Which gate should we enter in? Like,
Hi, Sai. John Pierre's gonna like try to scream into.
Jean-Pierre says hi.
he. Okay, we'll be
another
there in 10 minutes. Was it East Gate, West? What do you need us?
West. Well, he needs to be in the center, so get in however you can. I don't know. Look it up online. You can do that, right?
I can't. I think I have some tech. I think I could do it.
You try. I'll send you a map because you're gonna fail. It's fine. Give me
I'm creative and I'm a failure. Okay, awesome.
You're
Thanks
not
for
a
the pep
failure,
talk.
but you are creative. You just don't know technology because you're a Luddite. It's fine.
Okay,
Give me
cool,
a moment. Get here. Keep him bound. Keep him alive. Don't murder him. And we should be good. Oh, send like the ransom note to enrage her. Can you
I don't
do
think
that?
we even need it. I don't think we need the ransom note anymore. But
Get her really mad so she's crazy.
Yeah, more
Okay.
angry she is, the quicker she'll. Oh, wait, I'm not. Sorry.
Okay, I got it. Let's piss her off. Got it. All right, see you in 10.
Okay, ich
or 9.
liebe mein Liebling.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye, Sai.
He says bye.
Bye.
Wow.
What'd she
Bye.
say? I heard some of that.
Okay, they're on their way. They're gonna be here in about 10 minutes. I told them to keep the ghoul alive. We gotta finish the bombs. That's only gonna be another minute or so. I think I'm basically done. And any questions, sweetheart?
No, I think we're good. This is my first like bombing. What's the verb here for what we're doing? I
Oh,
guess
you
we're
just used it.
bombing.
Bombing. We're bombing Philadelphia. We're bombing Eagles Stadium, the heart
Eagles
of Philadelphia, the soul of Philadelphia.
Maybe we'll get some kind of accommodation or something from the kind city.
It's gonna be great.
Okay. Well, I think this looks fine. Let's just go wait for the others. Are we all set up on the actual field itself? Like, do we have all?
Oh, wait, one sec. We're good. Okay. Yeah, so we need to not be visible. And I think I have the hold on. Yeah, I got the detonator. We'll go wait. We stay invisible.
Got it.
Okay.
I was corporeal for a minute while we were talking about this, but I'm gonna like now go back to unseen passage.
Okay, fine.
All right.
You know what? Thanks.
What?
Thanks for the help.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No worries. Anytime, buddy.
Back in the car.
While during the second half, after I got not involved in the conversation, I'm trying to steal glances. I activate my oblivion sight first, and I try to steal glances at What's his face? Because I keep forgetting his name.
Tristan.
Is it Terrence? Oh, it's Tristan. There you go. I keep stealing glasses at him as I'm driving. I'm trying to drive normal, as normal as I can until things pop off.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to steal glances at him because she seems too hung up on him. So I'm trying to see if there's anything else going on with him. That's like, because there's no reason a vampire or a kindred should be this hung up on their ghoul when it should be the reverse, right? So like, I'm like trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah. So what are you doing? Like, are you like also touching him, or kind of like what else?
Yeah, I'm just looking at him. I don't think John, because I don't want to risk waking him up too early. So I'm just stealing as I'm driving, stealing glances at him to try to use oblivion sight to see if there's something else happening there.
Yeah. You notice as you're driving, he's not breathing, and at first you think he's dead, but then you kind of see like he doesn't have a pulse, but he's alive. He's not dead. There's no like air going in and out of his nose, his very fucked up nose. What else do you want to check?
Nothing. I don't think John would go further than that because he immediately thinks of a thing and then it's like, sorry, call Alexander back right now. Call him back.
Oh, okay. Should I put it on speakerphone, or do you want me to hold it up to your ear?
Please, thank you. No speakerphone. Don't hold it up to my ear. Your phone will die.
Okay. So, calling.
Alex, your phone's ringing.
Hi.
Hi again. Okay, John wants to talk.
Alexander,
What?
I have a question. No, I have a question. Hi. Do
What?
you know?
The Muffin Man.
Do you? No. Do you know if Isadora has any children?
That's a personal question, but does she? No.
Family members, anything. See if you can find something on it.
I am influential.
Yeah.
And I do have some skill in politics.
Beautiful. That's all I need to know. You have heard rumors at some gatherings that Isadora is very liberal when it comes to the rules on whether you need the prince's permission to sire people. She also believes that there are not quite enough powerful clans, in quotes, in the Camarilla, and she also holds belief that La Sombra are more powerful than even Ventru. So take that.
Yeah. I don't know anything official, but there are rumors. She might have changed one or two without permission.
This isn't kindred and ghoul. This is sire and childer. I think
What?
he's a vampire. Kindred, I say instead.
Trisket? What? You're telling me Trisket is a vampire?
Murder the Triscuits!
He's not breathing, and he's not dead.
I mean, why does this change our modus operandi here? Like, I think we should continue. I mean, Isabella, he's unconscious, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't we?
Let's stop talking. I want plausible deniability. He's still a ghoul. We've talked about him being a ghoul. He's only a ghoul. There's never been anything but a conversation about how he's a ghoul.
Hypothetically, if he's not a ghoul, the prince needs to know.
There is no conversation about him not being a ghoul.
Like if Tristan dies as kindred or kind, I don't see how that changes anything to me personally. I get that like the bureaucracy would want us to like go through the paperwork, but the end result is the same. And this way you just save a lot of paperwork. Don't you ever get sick of like the strictness of like, I think on this one time, John, you can be cool. You can, bend the rule a little bit.
Okay, we're gonna talk about how it's less about spare, because I'm not trying to spare them at all. No, after it's all done, we're gonna talk about how this may be a bigger issue later. But yeah, okay, they still have to die.
John,
Yeah.
when you say that, you realized at that moment that you're passing by the plausible area that you're supposed to get off for the hospital, and you feel the car behind you that had been tailing you. It rams up against the back of your car.
Yeah, here we go. All right, everybody's going down. We'll see how this goes. If we die, you'll know because there'll be an explosion. Gun it.
What?
Yeah.
What'd they say?
What did he?
Jean-Pierre, did you?
John? Oh God!
It
I
cut
don't
off.
say anything.
I think they hung up.
I look at Sai. How you doing? Are you good?
Well, how much further are we from this studio? Can this car go faster?
I'm about to, yeah.
Okay, let's just book it. Let's just keep going faster.
The Nokia rings.
You need guns?
And it's a unregistered number, but it's not. It's not the prince because the prince comes up a different way.
This time I pick it up. I'll flip it open, press the button, I put it on speaker, set it down. Hello,
Sheriff, I believe you
Please don't
have
worry.
something of mine.
I don't. Yeah, I do.
And you missed the exit to the hospital.
Are you following me?
Of course I'm following you.
Of course you are.
I want him back. Now.
Why?
Because he is mine. That is my
In
property,
what way?
and he does not belong to you.
Oh, when did you become a Zmitsi? I had a question.
It's dead silence on the other side. I need you to stop the car right now. Let him out.
Oh, there. Let's, bruh. And then I hang up the phone.
And we are going to stop there and finish with the repercussions of what happens the next time we meet on Philly by Night.
Yes.
Man, we really like Rails. We don't know her. We've never seen her. Hinges. We've never seen them.
Who is she?
That was
so sideways, so
wonderful.
fast.
I loved it. It was so much. It was such a joy playing with you guys. This is one of my favorite role playing experience. It was amazing to me how quickly this cast, like, everybody has kind of like a distinct personality. You saw how they each have interconnected relationships with each other, and it made all of the group work and us like breaking into pairs super interesting. But oh my god, amazing. Erin, yes.
Oh, thank you.
Such a good job.
Loved it. You all really you really sharpened my improv skills. It did go off the rails and in the best way. I really loved it. I didn't want to rush the end, so I really want to, like, because you worked really hard to set it up. So I wanted to give it the time it deserved with and then just carry on that storyline to see what happens after you all blow up potentially Eagle Stadium. So yeah, I thought that was as good of a place to stop as any. But it was such an honor to be able to tell a story for you all. I've wanted to play a game with all of you so much, and I'm blown away by the talent, by just getting into the character, the immersion. It was so good. And I just really appreciate it. So I want you all to have your time in the spotlight. So I'm going to have you all reintroduce yourselves and say where we can find you, what your projects are, anything you want to promote yourselves. And I will start with Juicy.
Hi, yes, I am Juicy Garland, Boston area drag queen and super nerd. You can find me in All Our Faults, a Monster Hearts 2 actual play podcast, which releases every other Wednesday, and I am super proud of what we do. I am part of Tabletop Tailspinners Network, which is a network that tries to do whatever it can to bring as much diversity as possible to its casting. And you can find me in all sorts of one-shots and some longer form stuff on Fridays right now. We actually just had our first episode to stream. I am doing some magical girl, like ridiculous stream playing thirsty sword lesbians every Friday for about 8 weeks, and I am super excited about that. So keep paying attention to my socials at Juicy Garland on Twitter and Blue Sky, and at juicy.garland on Instagram and Threads, and you will see whatever the heck I'm doing, which is way too much. Thanks.
Amazing. And Extel, where can we find you?
Hello, everybody. It is I, the one, the only Extel. You can find me at Extrill the King on almost every social media site except Facebook. I'm not there. If you see me there, it's not me. Just to let you know. You can find me on Altered Echo Archives. I'm staff there as well, where every other Sunday, which actually it lands tomorrow, so this Sunday at noon Pacific, you can see me play Jax, a chaotic warrior who needs no weapon, and also Rise of Lightning for our Cypher game. And he's I mean, as his description says, he's chaotic and he's a great time to play. You can I think that's actually all the stuff that I'm doing that I can talk about right now. So but yeah, you can catch me there. Yeah, I'm in a lot of stuff all over the place. You can follow me on TikTok, where I post a lot of videos for memes about Vampire the Masquerade. I also have some storytelling tips. If you want to storytell for Vampire, you can check those out and get some quick tips on how to create a story in Vampire. It's a really good time. But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens after this, because we're all in a very dangerous situation right now. So yeah, I'm excited to play with everybody else again.
And where can we find you?
Well, you can find them Fatale on Threads and Instagram primarily. Other than that, I've just followed two folks with a lot on their plate. Right now, I'm looking for future collaborations for spring and summer, but other than that, hopefully to play more games with amazing folks like all of you.
Aww.
I'm not even going to be quiet. You'll hear from me. I'm just going to be honest.
And Aetherius, where are you?
Hi. That's a good question. I almost never know. My name is Aetherius Bordeaux. I'm known on the internet as Vampire Himbo. I do a lot. It's taking me like really still in Jean Pierre. I got to decompress out of it. But yes, you can find me at Vampire Himbo with no spaces, just like that on Instagram and on Threads. And then you can find me on Twitter and TikTok at vampire.himbo. I do a lot of mystery and horror content. I recently really have stepped into the TTRPG space. And it has been amazing. I have some projects coming up. I'm doing something with ADHD droids and OKSDM, and I was like furiously, that's why I was on my phone looking through the Discord trying to find the time so I could say it, but I didn't find it. But look for that follow me on socials to like get that information. But yeah, this is I'm gonna say the same thing that Sai did. I have some really exciting announcements to make, but like I definitely have right now the bandwidth. This would be a good time if you have any interest in collaborating. This would be like an opportune time right now to do that. So thank you so much. And I'm gonna pass it to Erin. Erin, tell us about yourself.
Thanks. My name is Erin. You can find me on socials at erinmylaundry. I'm a cozy horror streamer on Twitch at erinmylaundry, and I'm also the founder of the TTRPG Collective. It is a place for gamers by gamers. We provide mutual aid and networking and education and edutainment and entertainment, and it's just a great time. We love it there. And that's where I met many of you, which is fantastic. Also, Threads is the best place ever. I am going to be in a Dark Ages VtM mini series over on Folk of Myth coming up in a couple months. And we will have Steve running a Sabbat Chronicle for Philly by Night soon. And yeah, I do not have the bandwidth for collaboration right now as much as I want to, because I'm running every single one shot. So I am just, again, so grateful for you all. You all have been wonderful, and this is my first time ever dipping my toes in the Camarilla lore. So I really, really appreciate how well we worked together, and I can't wait to play again. With that, I am going to send everybody to another collective member who is raiding right now, Lost Caravan RPG. They're doing a charity stream with 19 viewers, and they just started about 40 minutes ago. So I'm going to send you all over there. We don't have a ending screen for our overlay, so it's going to be a very harsh end. So everybody say goodbye. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
And rating. Rated. We did it. We rated. We're out.
This was so fucking fun.
Oh my god, yeah, what a blast.
Everybody.